Pussy.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not.
Wait.
Yeah.
That's true. You do got me. Get over here, Marcus. Let me look at you.
They don't want it.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay. Leroy ain't told me. Hold to the show, man. Still on the stars with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof I'm alive by the motor. No proof. Like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him. And if I did, I never ever traded him. You know what is a star? Like under the city, the driver's side floor. Gucci a large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. 8, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever and cute as can be. You can watch us on YouTube with viewing for free. Ay. This one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time, what they gonna do next?
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Nice try, Bosnia. Herzegovina. I bet it hurts your Govina bad, dude. Real bad.
They put up a good fight for like 45 minutes.
Yeah, but that had to be cheating. Like I'm sitting here
What
squeaking.
was all the hugging?
There was this nonsense red card at the end. I'm like, let me get this straight, dude. I got to watch this sport, which I'm very much enjoying the World Cup. All right. I mean, I am. This is probably the most enjoyable I've had. You know, maybe it's because we're good. I don't know. Maybe it's because the stars have balled. I don't know. But I'm sitting there and I'm like, wait a minute, dude. Hold on. This guy, every minute, there's a guy falling down acting like they've gotten shot. And I'm supposed to believe that Balogun goes in here and he's trying to nefariously take Buddy from Bosnia out, and that is going to get him kicked out of the game, and they got to play this entire game down a man, basically, in the second half. And then
that's like and they're like college too, because he misses the next game.
I know. And I mean, we'll get to you, Belgium, but I'm sitting here. I'm like, wait a minute. That's what we're kicking a guy out for? What are we doing? Every play is acting like they got shot, and then the extra time. My God,
it was a whole period.
What's going on? It was crazy, man.
That's the one crazy thing about soccer. When does the game end? Holy smokes. They had 10 minutes and then added 2 minutes to the 10 minutes. I'm like, holy smokes.
Dude, it was squeaky cheeks, dude. There was a couple of shots that I was like,
oh, yeah.
I was not enjoying that at all yesterday.
And
at all.
Let me ask you, is that the only sport where you can't tell they're a man down?
They got to
can't really tell.
Yeah, they got to tell me.
I was literally counting. I was like,
right.
I was like, really?
Right. You can't tell.
And then I had like a really stupid moment. I was like, but I'm only counting 9 players.
Well, to be fair, I can't tell in American football sometimes either.
Yeah, when there's like an extra.
Well, you know why? The only reason why you can't tell in American football is because it's timed. So everything's moving so fast that you don't even notice. And periodically you hear, they got 12.
Yeah, QB always notices.
Right.
Yeah.
It's always the guy's like leaving. He goes, no, gotcha.
Right.
Gotcha.
But we can tell right away. And part of the reason is because we're looking for coverages. We're looking for protections. So if you're a man short or you have an extra man, you go, who's going to block him?
So let me get this straight. So Balogun's got there's no recourse here. We got
no
appeals.
Nope.
Nothing.
It's not a
no
part.
VAR. Like they do in basketball and rescind it.
VAR is what got us into this mess.
This is crazy.
Because apparently what I'm seeing on Twitter, because like honestly, I'm not privy to soccer. I'm just going based off, what people tell me on Twitter. Supposedly the refs were not supposed to be given still photos or slow motion video of the replay. And they were given all of that.
Everything looks worse in slow motion.
That's
everything
exactly
does.
what everybody was saying.
Like, especially when you're faking it because it goes,
This is like the Caitlin Clark thing that happened a week ago. They're like, look at what happened to her. I'm like, she looked fine.
But then again, apparently, according to a lot of people that I like that watch soccer actively, it was the right call and it is a red card. No, hey, I don't think it's correct. I think it's stupid. I literally texted my dad. I was like, "Soccer's a stupid sport." I was like, "This is so dumb." Like,
It just feels very strong.
The reason why
very strong, and it's like this is a sport that it's called football. Okay, you are playing with your feet. Where is he supposed to put his foot? Like, I don't understand that. Like, that's crazy to me. I've seen so much more egregious things happen,
right.
and in any other sport, and no, like nothing gets called.
And the craziest thing about it is that every 3 minutes a guy is writhing in pain on the ground.
Right.
How do you determine that's a red card? Meanwhile, they're hugging all over each other, kicking the crap out of each other. Oh, missed the ball, kick him in the knee. And they go, play on.
It's just it's one of those things. It's tough, but listen, we will prevail. All right. I hate waffles and I hate the Smurfs. All right, because Belgium, you're in trouble coming up on Monday.
Whoa.
Hmm?
What do the Smurfs have to?
They're Belgian.
Really?
Yes.
How do you know this?
I looked it up.
I have no idea.
Did you look up what else comes from Belgium?
Bet
other
your
than
ass I did.
waffles?
Yeah.
and they put Smurfs. What was your reaction when you saw Smurfs?
Didn't know that Belgium made cartoons.
Wait, so Belgium made the cartoon and we adapted it into an American cartoon?
That's right.
Oh,
That's right.
okay.
That's exactly what happened. You're onto something. Yes. So the Smurfs, they're dead to me. All right. Jean-Claude Van Damme, no more movies. All right.
I got to tell you.
Not till Monday.
I do like a good waffle.
What? No waffles until Tuesday.
All right.
Then you can have waffles. You're a pancake guy until then.
All right.
Or French toast.
I actually
I'm going to fan the hell out of French toast when we face the French.
Hey, I got to tell you. We got a lot of stuff to get the show pony on today.
Yeah.
We got a large list that I have been collecting in my head because how can I put this? The last 3 days we've had Timu silly sauce. He made a valiant effort, but it's not the same, right?
Talking about that frog boy?
Yeah. And you couldn't stay away because even though you were supposedly on vacation, every time something happened, a hot text would come across.
Yeah. Well, I think mostly I texted you guys about Bob. I don't think I texted you too much about anything else.
Okay. But you want to take no, we got time. Give us brief feelings about it because it seems like it was a lot more stuff than just you saying they didn't want to sign him.
Well, I don't think that they didn't want to sign him. I think the damage was done. I think they broke his heart. I think that's what happened.
Or he was asking for too much.
Well, that's not. It depends because there's a lot of reports.
Don't determine by what he ended up with.
Well, I am going to determine by what.
But you can't.
Why not?
Because if he was asking for 10 plus million,
okay,
and they weren't trying to negotiate, and he says, "No, I want 10 plus million," they go, "We're not going to give you that," and they say, "Okay, we're going elsewhere," and then he found out the best he could get is 7. You can't say then that the Panthers wouldn't have given him 7.
Okay, but what if they offered 7 too?
Huh?
What if they also offered that deal?
Right, but we don't know that.
Well,
that's what I'm saying.
I'm like, guess what? You also don't know what he asked.
No, I'm only going by the rumors you said what he was asking for before.
There's a lot of rumors that are out there. There's rumors that he asked to be the highest paid goalie. There's rumors that he was offered the same deal. There's rumors that his ask was $7 million at the end of the day with it. I'm sure there's been a lot of back and forth over it. You want to know what I think happened?
What do you think happened?
Tell you what I think happened. First, I'll give you your headlines. Those are brought to you by Doral Hyundai. In Miami, we go to the beach for a little solcito or want a low price. You save with your Pricito. Save now with your Pricito at Doral Hyundai. Last night, the Marlins fall to the Rockies 6-3. Clayton McCullough's going to join us in the final hour of today's program.
Yes.
We'll talk to the Marlins skipper. That'll be fun. We will talk to the hockey hornet, David Dwork. He will join us.
He will give us some deets.
And we're gonna laugh at the Celtics. I mean, we're gonna laugh.
Hey,
We're gonna laugh at the Celtics.
How they trade a Finals MVP for a bag of old donuts? It ain't even fresh Krispy Kremes. It's
Nope.
the Krispy Kremes you buy in the box at Walmart.
Yeah. So I think that what they did was, I think Bob felt disrespected, and I think what really did it in was all this flirtation around Hellybook. I think that Bob didn't want to feel like a plan B, and I think the Panthers went into this whole summer. They wanted to make themselves Team USA. They wanted to go whale hunting, and Bob's like, you're going to get a guy. Let me get this straight. You're going to get a guy who also didn't have a good year last year, who I've accomplished more than on the big stage, and you want to go get new guy. I think a lot of this stuff has unfolded over the last couple of years. I think Bob saw Brad Marchand, who was here for 3 seconds. He was awesome. But Brad Marchand, same age as him, get a 6-year deal. And he's seen everybody get these long-term contracts. And then they come back to him and like, yeah, but you weren't that good this past year. And he goes, oh, really? And the thing was, listening to Bill Zito yesterday, Bill Zito goes, well, we don't evaluate anybody just on one season. So if that's the case, then you're not supposed to, you're just going to hold up this past year on Sergei Bobrovsky. Like that's the defining thing of him. So from my standpoint, I do think Bob had some hurt feelings. I think that he was upset. And I think that he's a very prideful guy. It's similar to what I think happened with Dwayne Wade and Pat Riley at the end, where Dwayne Wade didn't end up getting more money from the Bulls, but he's like, no, I'm not sticking around. You guys clearly didn't look at me as a priority. You looked at me like, nah, Bob, we'll get to Bob. That's what it's always been treated like the last 2 years. They didn't extend him. They dangled him at the trade deadline. They got to this. They were like, ooh, let's go get Helly. Let's go get Hellcat. And here's what I think. This is what I think happened. I don't know. We'll ask David Dwork. He's got knowledge, okay? Right. David works on the inside. I got theories, okay?
I am glad that you're pointing this out, because if David gives us reasons that contradict what you're thinking,
well, then I'm going to say he's carrying water. But that's just that. We'll get to that.
Oh my! You were first.
My theory is,
welcome back, buddy. I haven't felt like this since last week.
Thank you. What I think happened was Bill Zito just fleeced the Ottawa Senators for Brady Tkachuk, because he knew Brady Tkachuk was only going to one place and one place alone. And that was Florida. And I think that he thought the same thing was going to happen, where he was going to squeeze the Winnipeg Jets. And they're just like, do we get Anton Lundell? He's like, no. Do we get Eetu Luostarinen? No. Well, what do we get? You get nothing. Give me Hellybook. I think Bill Zito thought he was going to squeeze the Jets to get Hellybook. There were all these other offers for Hellybook. They didn't take any of them, which is a little eyebrow raising. And then we end up with Jacob Markstrom, who, is not young, not super cheap, did also not have a great year last year. And like, that's our answer? Jacob Markstrom? We're splitting hairs over $1 million? Like, no. I think Sergei Bobrovsky was like, no, F you guys. You guys have treated me like plan B for 2 years. We're always going to get to Bob. We're going to get to Bob. And they're sitting there being like, oh, come on, man. You made $10 million a year for the last 7 years. And he goes, yeah. And I won 2 cups. I went to 3.
So
and so I think what happened was, I think feelings were hurt, and Bob was like, I'm moving on, dude. See ya. I'm not gonna sit here and be treated like I'm some afterthought on the team, and you're gonna be sitting here flirting with Hellybuck all the time.
So he had his last 3 years were the last 2 years were really good. I'm not going to count this past year. I'm going before that. The 3 cups. The first cup year, he was okay. He was really good, but not what he was the 2 years after that when they won. But what about those years before that?
What about him?
They don't count?
Yeah, but what about him, though? Like, did he live up to the contract or not? He came here to win a Stanley Cup. He won 2, went to 3.
Okay.
Like, I don't understand this idea of like, oh, well, what about the other years? Well, first of all, Bill Zito wasn't here. He didn't sign
Right.
Sergei Bobrovsky to the contract.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Quenneville wasn't here. In the Paul Maurice era, has Sergei Bobrovsky
Yes.
been one of the best goaltenders in the league?
Yes.
Yes. You can give me analytics out the ass. I don't care what your analytics say.
I don't.
Kiss my ass.
I'm not even going by that.
Tell me a guy who's been more big in the big games than Sergei Bobrovsky.
And
How many teams? And by the way, how many teams have fallen, collapsed against Sergei Bobrovsky?
now?
Boston,
Now-
Toronto, Oilers, all these teams.
And age doesn't matter.
It's not that age doesn't matter. Age can matter, Leroy, but I think it was wrong. This is the way I feel. I think it was wrong for the Panthers to treat Sergei Bobrovsky like we'll always get to him. We'll figure it out. They didn't treat him like a priority.
You know what that
If they
sounds
would've-
like? You know what it sounds like? This is the honest truth. This is how Cleveland ended up in Baltimore.
With
Same-
the stadium thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you replaced the Cleveland Browns in that story in Cleveland, it sounds the very same conversations that everybody had when it was all said and done. I don't know exactly how to go about it because I have like different feelings about it. I know that Bob has been good, but I also know as an organization, you want to be ahead of that fall and not behind it. And maybe you lose a year. Okay. And when they're thinking about Bob, maybe they're not thinking about Bob the player, they're thinking about Bob the 40-year-old.
Dude, this
I
all get you, but I think if let's talk about what happened. And what happened is he ends up signing, by the way, exactly what I said he would go for, $7 million a year. It's exactly what I said he would sign for. Because if you look at, and you guys could throw age all you want, it's a middle of the road goalie salary for his age. It's exactly what I thought that he would go for.
Right.
But they treated him like plan B. And we're sitting here with a mediocre, not young goalie in Jacob Markstrom. Maybe he'll be great. Maybe he'll bounce back. I think the Panthers have so much talent, they probably could beat some teams into submission and be still okay with Markstrom. But Markstrom makes he makes $6 a year for the next 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And so to me, the Panthers seem to be sitting here with their plan C. They're not sitting here with what their plan was all along. They're not going to spin it that way, but I think the Panthers and Bill Zito, who has been, let me just say, Bill Zito has been great, is great, but every once in a while, as we just saw the great Brad Stevens this happened to, you bite off a little bit more than you could chew. And I think this guy thought, I've been putting the squeeze on teams. I get whoever I want because everybody wants to be a Panther. And every once in a while, a front office can say, no, F you, Bill Zito, I'm not giving you my Hall of Fame goalie for nothing. He goes, come on, baby.
Sounds like the Pat Riley.
Yeah, I think Bill Zito thought he was going to get Hellebuck. Bob was like, this is what you're, okay, that's how it's going to be. Because he's the assistant general manager of Team USA as well. This is my theory. I'm just seeing how this all played out. I think he thought he was going to get Hellebuck. He did not. They went hat in hand to Bob. And Bob's like, no, F you guys. I'll take less to go to Toronto. He's a prideful guy. I'll go to Toronto. I'll go play for them. You guys didn't want me. You guys think you could do it with anybody? Do it with anybody. So
now, question. What if they win the Stanley Cup next year?
then he wins. I mean, obviously, but what if hey, Leroy, what if Toronto eliminates them?
Right.
So, yeah, you're right. I guess we'll find out. But for me, I thought that they treated him like an afterthought the entire time. I didn't like it. I get it. There are scary things about it. But
I just think where they started and where they ended up, as far as an offer, when they got to what he ended up getting anyway, based on where they started, seemed like it was insulting. Whereas if they would have started at a more reasonable place, it wouldn't have seemed that way. And I get Bob feeling the way he does. Hell, we've all felt that way. We've all felt that way because we can look at a team and see what our contributions are. But that team is thinking about it in a totally different way. Maybe David Dort could shed some light on it. Right?
Yeah. He better shed some light on it.
But here's what you're gonna do.
I'm not gonna do anything.
No, you're gonna do the thing. You're gonna be all smiles and you're gonna be nice to David because he's a good dude, right? Soon as he gets off the phone, soon as he gets done with the interview, he's just carrying water for the Panthers. He's a Panthers guy. He don't want to lose his access.
Well, we'll see what he says.
No, you already have a way
We'll
out.
see what he says.
You've already shown your cards.
We'll see what he says.
Oh, you're the
see what he
worst
says.
already. We've been in this show 20 minutes.
I think no. All I think that they treated Sergei Bobrovsky like a plan B, and Sergei Bobrovsky's like, cool, I'll go be Toronto's plan A. See ya. Bye.
Okay.
That's what I think happened. It's happened in sports before. Jaylen Brown. Oh, you guys want Giannis? See ya. Dwayne Wade. Oh, you guys want Kevin Durant? See ya. You're not going to treat me like a priority? See ya. It happens. Athletes don't get hurt feelings too.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. But listen, it wouldn't have felt as bad if his starting price was $10 million.
Yeah, but I think that's dirty tactics, and I'm not here to ever
It's not dirty tactics.
It is dirty tactics. Hold on. If we don't know if when Sergei Bobrovsky was like, it was reported by Dave Hyde that he had asked to be the highest paid goalie, that he looked at this and was like, yeah, I want to be the highest paid goalie per year. I want, whatever it was, $40 million in term. That's basically it was either give me term so I can get $40 million or pay me as the highest paid goalie per year. That's what was reported. But if it was knocked down all the way to where it was like, oh, he ends up settling for 7, whatever. I just think I think it's dirty tactics from whatever the Panthers part of the negotiation was. Is Bob was all about the money. Well, very clearly he wasn't.
Well, see, you can't take what he ended up getting as no, he wasn't. Because
it was more about money or feelings.
I think a little bit of both to a certain extent, in that he started off high, and then as he got more to a price, then it was about feelings, and then he was like, well, if this is what I'm going to get, I'm not going to just take what I can get anywhere from you.
Yeah, but if you were to take $7 million from the Panthers, just taxes wise, as everybody says, the state taxes, he's gonna lose. He's making less money going to Toronto if they got to or is even.
Sure.
I think it was I think he felt disrespected by them.
But again, there's two ways to look at this. If it was about money, then he would have taken the $7 million here. I think where his feelings got hurt was that where they started and where they ended up is that's a long ways away from what he was asking. It normally does. It's normally in all contract negotiations, it very rarely is 50% or less.
He wasn't going to get. Nobody was. Look, I love Bob. No one was paying a 38-year-old goalie $14 million. That's why I say it's dirty tactics. Like, even if that was the ask, I don't even think Bob was. It's like going into a negotiation.
But why would he go if he has such a great relationship and wants to be here? Why would he start at that number with a team?
Because I think he felt disrespected, Leroy. That's my point. We went like this negotiation has been going on since last year. He could have extended. They didn't give him an extension.
Right.
They said, nah, sit out your 1 year, play out your 1 year, and we'll see what happened. And so instead of getting a 6-year deal like Marchand did off the Stanley Cup or Ekblad or Sam Bennett, they said, nah, oh, you don't want to do this? Let's just wait it out a year. And so we have this year from hell, and he's like, all right, back in the negotiations. He goes, hold on, we'll get to it, Bob. But first we're going to snoop around Hellybook. Like, I just think so many things happen where he goes, wait a minute, so you took care of everybody else. Everybody else gets extended off the Stanley Cup. I have to wait, and then you're snooping around Hellybook. And, yeah, that's why I'm asking for the most, because I feel like you slapped me in the face.
Yeah, but
and
you can ask for whatever, but
I know you can ask for it, but I think
also have to be reasonable about it.
That's why I think it happens. That's
Right.
why I think it happens.
Okay,
That's why I think
somebody who would, to be honest with you, somebody who would think like that is almost playing dumb to the realities of the situation and how contracts work. I don't think he was.
If you thought for a year you were being undervalued by the franchise because they weren't locking you up,
Mm-hmm.
and it came time to negotiation and you just dropped an FU like ask because you were like, oh, but you guys are snooping around another goalie anyway. So this is what I want.
That's what franchises do.
But the player has the right to ask whatever they want.
Okay, and it ends up this way.
It does, but like, good luck because they didn't end up with a 3-time Vezina winner. We'll see. Hopefully this is one of those things.
The thing that drives me crazy about sports, certain guys we give credit for doing things no matter when they do it, and it kind of follows them. And other guys we say that was a long time ago. Like, we just pick and choose what guys get the credit forever. It's like, I'll give you a perfect example. Aaron Rodgers gets, Vlad would always say he gets ring protection.
Mm-hmm.
There's guys that have been in and out of the league since he's won that Super Bowl.
Okay.
And so, like, how long does that last? Like, these teams are evaluating players for what they're going to do. And some of it that you've done and some of the things in the player that you have become does matter, but you don't keep getting paid for what you've done as the gap gets bigger with that. Now, granted, I'm saying I'm throwing this past year out because what he had to go through based on who was playing in front of him, that played a big role in it. But at 38 years old, right? I would like to ask you, do you think he's going to be the same Bob he was when they won 2 Stanley Cups?
I think this guy for a Stanley Cup run is I didn't have any worry about him for the next couple of years.
Okay.
This team. I didn't.
Okay.
Like, I think judging anything off this Panthers team from the last year is stupid. I think anybody who did that and I think that from my perspective, the Panthers have gotten very good. Obviously, they're making all these moves of getting Kachuk and being able to be always the team that can put the squeeze on teams. I think that they bit off a little bit more than they could chew. We'll see if it pays off for them. They like I said, the Panthers are still they're still loaded, but I do think that this is a little. I think going after Hellybook like they did was a little soulless. I think that Sergei Bobrovsky has been looked upon as the soul of your team, and I think that this is the thing that I hate about fans. Before we got to wrap it up because we have gone very long in this, the thing that bothers me about it is along the way, the fan base is like sitting here. You guys aren't Bill Zito, okay? Sergei Bobrovsky was one of the heart and souls of this championship team. Mm-hmm. And I do think that the Panthers may never win another Stanley Cup. Like, what just happened was very special to this entire region of sport.
Right.
And the guy felt a little bit like, oh, you guys treated me like an afterthought. Like you were going to go back to me as a plan B. And for me, I can get caught up emotionally on this. This is why I wanted D Wade taken care of, why I wanted Jimmy taken care of, it's why I wanted Bob taken care of. These guys mean something to the fan base. And I don't like everybody now coming out and be like, oh, well, Bob was just a system goalie. Bob wasn't that great. It was only a good 3 years.
Who said that?
People are saying that. People are saying that. I'm not saying you're saying that. I'm saying people are saying that.
No, but to be fair, or to be honest with you, I think people are just saying that to justify the move.
Right. You don't have to justify the move here. You could also respect what the guy did for the franchise.
Right. And that's what I'm trying
and you can respect what legacy this guy left for this organization. Because it is a sad day that he's gone. It is a sad day. It's disgusting that he's wearing a Toronto Maple Leaf sweater. I hate it. I hate it here. I really, really wanted to throw my phone every time I saw one yesterday. So ultimately, look, there's probably a lot of steps of what happened yesterday. For Bob, I hope that, he continues to have success, except when he plays the Panthers. I wish him no success. But Bill Zito, I hope that he didn't bite off more than he could chew here. The guy's been, bleeping out gold his entire Panthers run. Hopefully he's right here. You better be right. Okay? Hey, don't lose, Bill Zito. But this guy was a great Panther. He did handle himself with class. He worked his ass off. Did have to go through some adversity and some adverse years. But also he came out the other side. 2-time Stanley Cup champion. Definitely going in the rafters. It's just sad that it ended like this. It's a bummer. And anybody who thinks otherwise is like, I think you're dead inside.
I don't know what your cutoff is to move on. Like do you move on after they struggle? Some people like to be ahead of that.
GMs always want to be ahead of it. That's what GMs do. They all think like
but that's their job.
I know, but that doesn't mean they're always right, Leroy. They could be
wrong. They could be wrong. Moving ahead.
Just because somebody has the job doesn't mean they're 100% correct. I'm listening to maniacs yesterday who are telling me that the Celtics look at Derek White as a better player than Jaylen Brown. I'm like,
no,
what?
That's crazy.
People will justify whatever they can say to make it sound like they're smart. So we got to take a break. It'll be a long one because we went long here. Obviously, we touched on this, but we'll take a break and then we'll make fun of the Celtics because they can go to hell. All right, welcome back. I'm back from vacation. We broke the clock.
It only took 1 segment.
It only took it. Well, listen, I was sad. I was sad on Duval Street. You guys wanted to paint the picture for me. How was I when I got the news that the Panthers lost?
Terrible.
It was terrible.
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 But I know it'll make you feel better.
Soaked my woes in daiquiri.
You want to feel a little better?
Yeah.
Let's talk about the Celtics.
Wait.
I cannot figure out for the life of me how this makes sense or is better for the Celtics unless Jaylen Brown made a stink. Because that does happen.
He very clearly was making a stink, but I don't.
It was the Celtics' own doing. You did him dirty.
I can't. They definitely did him dirty. They did. They dangled him out there for Giannis, and it very clearly felt like this was coming to an end. But the best they could do was get Paul George and a couple of picks.
Right.
That's the best they could do for Jaylen Brown.
Maybe, and I tried to justify it. See if this makes sense. They got Paul George that has one less year than Jaylen Brown. Then they get like 60, 70 million on the cap.
Yeah, but who cares?
I know. What did I just say? I'm trying to see or justify it for them. However, I don't think you can find a player as good as Jaylen Brown at his age.
Yeah, he's set. Like, that's the thing is Paul George is always hurt, and he's 7 years older,
and he just got busted for
Jaylen Brown, and he got busted for PEDs.
Right?
What? That's the trade? That's the best they could do.
Bucks got more for Giannis than Boston got for Jaylen.
Well, and this is the thing that I'll never understand with Boston, and this is why the whole negotiation with them was strange to me. And we talked about this before the Giannis trade ended up going through for the Heat. Boston seemed to think that offering up Jaylen Brown to the Bucks was enough. No picks,
right?
No stuff. Just you guys get Jaylen Brown, and they're like, but he doesn't want
him for peanuts,
right?
Right.
And it's like, well, why didn't you guys just offer more picks and stuff with Jaylen Brown? Like, the whole point of getting Jaylen Brown would have been like, if I was the Bucks, I get to double dip, and they didn't want to do that. And not only that, being in this whole negotiation, they pissed him off even more. And now they have Paul George, which is not awesome. Brad Stevens, you played yourself, dude.
Something happened. I'm a firm believer that something had to happen where somebody said he better be gone by the weekend.
Maybe.
That's the only way that trade makes sense.
Yeah, because there's nothing going on right now. What was the rush?
Right.
What was the rush? Like, there's no training camp. You could have dragged this out. It's not like anybody's going to meet up or anything. What, summer league? Who cares? By the way, weather brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, replacing roof repairs, maintenance, hurricane impact, windows and doors. Visit tornadoroofing.com. Currently Miami cloudy, but thunderstorms coming in the next hour all day. So
yeah, it looks ominous out here.
Could be a little ominous. Could be a little ominous today, dude. And the World Football Scoreboard, that is brought to you by your local Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks is truly unmatched for every match with 29 degrees in drafts of Michelob Ultra, spicy margaritas with Casamigos, and unrivaled views all tournament. Twin Peaks eats, drinks, and scenic views. Not only did you have America win yesterday, Belgium.
Some crazy games.
Yeah. Well, that Paraguay beating Germany was crazy. I saw that. That was bananas. Coming up today at 3:00, Spain and Austria. 7:00, you got Portugal and Croatia. And then at 11:00, you got Switzerland and Algeria. But yeah, dude, I love it. I really do feel like this standoff. I was hopeful, like, one day could we sit here, because the Heat, they were in this situation a couple of years ago with the Dame thing. They were left
Mhm.
holding the bag, but the Jimmy thing ended up lingering into the next year. But now it's the Celtics, the shoes on the other foot. Because, look, maybe Jason Tatum comes back and he's awesome, but we don't know. I mean, he came back from a pretty gnarly injury. He didn't look quite the same. And, the rest of that roster is, it's all right. Everybody get back to like this was some awesome, ready-to-win roster. They signed Mitchell Robinson. They took him from the Knicks. Cool. He's a nice player. But I don't know, man. I think Brad Stevens is sitting here and people are pretty pissed off that this is where they ended up because they have a successful duo. And they seem to just disrespect the player, and not only disrespect him, but here's the other thing is they seem to almost like nuke his own trade value because they always were dangling him. So not a great piece of work by boy genius Brad Stevens there in Boston.
The thing is that even if you were going to trade him, right? And it was always a thought, you lowered his trade value by how you treated him.
Right.
So it got to the point where let's just dump him.
Right.
And your solution for Boston fans is Paul George, who in effect plays the same way Tatum plays. So I don't know. I think when you think the offseason can't get any crazier, right? There's always somebody that's going to make that move. And I'll say this. Moves like that are never associated with the Boston Celtics. And that's what's so shocking about this is that if you said the Wizards did this, if you said Portland did this, if you said the Clippers did this, right? We have proof that they've all made these moves that have cost them dearly. But, I mean, is the league infatuated with Paul George? Because there's a lot of people that are like gotta have him.
He makes $100 million over the next 2 years. He probably has one of the worst contracts in the NBA.
I know, but I mean, the Clippers had to have him, the Sixers had to have him, and now Boston thinks that that's going to get them over the hump. And I'm thinking, are we missing something with Paul George?
No, I think what happened was Paul. Well, first of all, Clippers had him. I mean, like he was still in his prime. I mean, he was Jaylen Brown's age,
right?
And the Sixers got him. They just signed him into cap space. They didn't have to give up anything for him,
right?
So, but he's played, I think, 30 and 40 games the last 2 years.
He's played like 70 games in the last 2 years or something along those lines.
Go ahead, Brittany. What are your thoughts?
What I don't understand, like what's more perplexing to me in that situation is how other teams weren't like clamoring for Jaylen Brown. When they dangled him in that Giannis trade, you had to imagine that after the season,
somebody would have give a call.
Exactly. That's my point. That's what I don't understand. So was it like a situation where the Boston kind of backed themselves into a corner, similar to the Panthers, where it's like, now we've upset this person. There's no way that we can repair this because we've shopped him around. Let's just get him out of here. And maybe he had a lot more say in where he ended up than we might think, because I just don't understand how someone who just came off the season that he had is being traded for Paul George and picks. Like, that makes no sense to
I don't
me.
think he probably would have had a ton of leverage in where he wanted to go because he's got 3 years left, but it was said like he didn't want to stay in Milwaukee if he would have been flipped there. So it's possible. It's possible that Philly would have been this because look, the thing with Philly is they have Joel Embiid. So that's always going to be a huge asterisk on their team whenever you're evaluating them. But yeah, him, Maxey, and Edgecombe, that's a fun trio. It's a fun young trio. That's going to be an interesting pairing. If Joel Embiid can give them anything, then yeah, they're obviously they would have to be contended with. But we'll have to see if Joel Embiid can get through a season. That's
think
that's always going to be with them.
And tell me if you agree with this. I think the thing that the 76ers did was they built a team around Joel Embiid that could survive without Joel Embiid. Yeah, maybe not long term, but short term.
Yeah, and they basically got off Paul George's contract, which they probably would have had to attach a pick to just if anybody ever thought about taking Paul George. They would have had to give up a pick, and so they basically gave up one more pick and got Jaylen Brown in return. It's a great trade for them. It's a great trade for Philadelphia. I don't know what the hell Boston's thinking.
I don't know, man.
I don't know what the hell Boston's thinking. It's but it's delightful. I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm not entertained, because this is.
And the thing is nobody even remotely knows the truth. Like because at this point, Boston has backed themselves into a corner where if they say what happened, they have to lie.
Yeah.
They have to lie just to save face.
And that's the interesting thing is Boston's in this place where, like, you can see already, like, the thing that they're trying to drum up is, well, he wasn't that important to us. I see today, like, Brian Windhorst is saying they think analytically Derek White was better last season.
Oh my goodness. There we go. Hey.
I'm like, hold on, dude. Hold on. You guys are really going to try and do this. And like, look, I was reading this piece yesterday by Haberstro, like, the Celtics record without Jaylen Brown the last couple of years, because he doesn't miss a lot of games, but when he does, their record is excellent. The plus minus numbers, all that type of stuff. Like, the analytical numbers don't love him, but
you watch him play.
He's already proven himself to be a winning player, and this is a guy who, when the Heat were were facing him in the 22 Eastern Conference, the guy was very, very flawed. Was easy to turn over. Eric Spoelstra had that guy in hell in certain
couldn't dribble.
games.
Right.
Couldn't dribble. But he's done a lot of work, and it's one of those things where it's like, hey, if that last year that you just had wasn't appreciated, then nothing will be.
Right.
You're going to be in a position where it's always going to be Tatum's team, and this is a Jason Tatum who, has all of the tools, but he's coming off the most devastating injury there is in the sport, and you guys are already, like, ready to revamp and go around him, and not what I just did. So I don't know, man. It seems like whether they were going to move on from Jaylen Brown or not, it seemed like they had already decided that they were, clearly, with getting in the game for Giannis. To pull the trigger like this quick, I don't know. I felt like it feels rushed, and it feels like they got backed into a corner. I don't know if they were afraid of, like, his next Twitch stream, he was going to go nuclear Earth on them.
But you know what's crazy about all of this?
What?
As we sit here and talk about what the Celtics think of Jaylen Brown, right? Which is, they don't think he's number one. And, they have analytics to say they play better without him, right? Why would you then max him out? That's what I don't understand. Like, I don't understand that you're talking about all this now.
Right.
But you didn't hesitate in giving him $300 million. So you must have thought some good of him.
He was a Finals MVP, but I think that's going to be the spin. They're going to try and justify it and be like, "Oh yeah, he's not as good." It's like, all right, if you say so. Who's never been? Who's got all the measurables but has never done squat with his team? Paul George.
Yeah. So wait. If I get
Paul George's entire
James
career,
Harden and Paul George, who you got?
Oof. I think I'd still take Paul George, but it's the fastest turtle. I mean, they're both awful. They're both awful. Jeez. Brad Stevens, huh? Genius. Not so much anymore. Whew. We'll take a break. When we come back, the Miami Heat active in maneuvers as well. Could they be in the game for LeBron James? Where do things stand with that? He yesterday seemed to be doing some reminiscing on social media. We'll get to that coming on up. We're back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. It's great to be back with you here. Back from a brief anniversary trip to the Keys this past week.
How was it?
It was awesome. It was awesome. Although I always think about you when I'm underwater because
Because I know what you're thinking. There is no way in hell Leroy would be doing this.
I think about that and I think, man, I can't get bit because if I get bit, that's what I think. Brittany, I come face to. I mean, they were. I didn't have any sharks that I dealt with.
Barracuda?
Barracudas?
Dude, these barracudas were no joke. We did the.
But as long they said don't wear earrings or anything shiny, and you're fine.
Yeah,
What?
well, we
I
did.
didn't even know that.
Yeah, they love shiny things, and these barracuda were ginormous, and I was like, all right, well. I can't get bit by one of those because I'm never going to hear the end of it from Leroy.
Oh, dude.
Never going to hear the end of it.
I'm going to tell you what. You can't even come in here with a nibble. Because like
Not a nibble.
if a crab bites your ass, don't show me because you ain't going to never hear the end of it.
It was yeah, they were pretty big. The thing that pissed me off was my stupid camera broke. I got like one of those underwater GoPros. That thing second time this thing has been completely iced. And they're like, "Oh, we'll send you a new one." I'm like, "How about you make one that just stays working?" Like what? Like why
You're like losing money at
it
this.
defeats the purpose.
Why don't you just like? Isn't this is why people buy these things? Kodak made a more the disposable Kodak camera was better underwater than this.
I mean, I love those things.
Yeah, those were a good time. But
remember when you had to drop off your little camera to the hut?
Of course.
Of course. I still do that. I still buy, like for special occasions, I still buy disposable cameras and get them developed.
That's
You
very
don't just use your phone?
it's very chic of you. What gen are you? You're Z or Alpha?
I'm Gen Z.
Yeah, that's very Gen Z of you. You like to feign nostalgia.
Oh my gosh, you just like sounded like you went underwater there.
Yeah, that was weird.
Who, me?
Your mic did something. Yeah, your mic did something weird.
Oh, but why don't you use your phone and you can just download the pictures at the place? You know, you could do that, right?
All I do, so I get the disposable cameras, and it's only like for special occasions because those disposable cameras now are expensive. And then I take them somewhere to get developed, and they send them to me digitally.
Or you could use your phone and they could just do them.
What are you?
They like the nostalgic feel. It's like them listening to vinyl. Leroy.
It's not the same. Oh, I have a record player as well.
Of course, you like to act like, oh, I'm really throwing it back here because I'm listening to on vinyl.
I just like to be vintage.
You have everything, every piece of technology at your hands, but like,
oh wow, Al Mackey said Barracudas thought Tobin's was a manatee.
That's messed up.
That's so bad.
Perhaps maybe that's why they didn't attack me.
I don't know.
Fish are friend, not food.
I mean, look, I'm telling you, that was a good thought by you, because that for the same reason why I didn't tell you I almost blew out my hip kicking that soccer ball.
Yeah. Every time I go in the water now, I'm like, and I've gone snorkeling now like twice over the last 5 days. I'm like, oh, I just can't get it. I can't get bit.
So what else did you see besides giant barracudas?
Saw barracudas, saw giant pufferfish, I saw a ton of parrotfish.
Pufferfish. What are the fish under there that are poisonous? Pufferfish? Is it pufferfish?
I think if you eat a pufferfish, I think it's poisonous.
Well, you ain't got to worry about that.
I don't think if it stings you.
I'm not just going to eat randos underwater.
Yeah, I don't think I don't think I encountered. I didn't see any stingrays or anything like that.
Have you ever gone snorkeling and caught lobster?
I don't think that's allowed.
Yeah, I think that's illegal.
Wait. I mean, during lobster season you can, right?
I think you have to get like tags and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you have to get the tickle stick to go into the lobster hole to get the lobster. And I don't have a tickle stick.
You just wanted to say tickle stick.
That's what you do.
I know. So, I do that with you. You know why?
Do you know how dangerous that actually is?
What?
Lobster?
Like lobster, like
Is it
going-
dangerous?
Yes,
No,
Why?
I didn't know that. What is?
Why?
What?
Yeah.
because you have to go like to deep waters.
Oh,
Oh, really? You can't just go. No, I'm out.
I don't think so.
I'm out. Because if I look up and the boat looks tiny because I'm too deep,
mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm gonna panic. I'm gonna be like F these lobsters.
But
Let's
that's
go.
like I'm sure there's shore lobsters, but like
destroy them. I'm not gonna
Certain-
destroy them. I'm gonna eat them. They're delicious.
yeah, but there's not like they're not on the shore. They're like in deep lobsters, like notoriously in deep waters.
Hmm. Well, is that like Maine lobsters or like saltwater lobsters?
Well, that's a good question.
Somebody just said you can catch a lobster in 3 feet of water.
Probably like a baby lobster.
No, if there's a baby lobster
I'm sure it
around,
depends on the lobster as well. Like if they're native to certain areas.
come
So
on,
there's-
man, that'd be. I would try that, but first, I'd have to get a rundown on what other critters would be down there. Right? Like, so if I went lobstering, I'd be like, so I'm gonna enjoy this lobster thing, right? It's lobster season. I got all my tags or whatever. Let me ask you a question. What else will I be confronted with when I'm down there?
Eels, stingrays.
But they aren't aggressive.
No, but you could stumble upon one.
I ain't stumbling upon nothing. My head gonna be on a swivel.
Oh yeah. Your head's gonna be on a swivel. The things that live in the coral reef, they're not gonna be able to camouflage themselves.
I've seen a lot of videos of people get very close to eels, and like I'm confused on. I always grew up that eels were extremely dangerous.
Oh, I don't think that they're not dangerous. I think that they could bite you, but I think that's only if you go in their hole. I don't think that like they're gonna attack you more so than defend themselves.
Defend themselves.
But if you put the tickle stick in the wrong place, that eel's gonna bite you.
That's terrifying.
But it's a stick. You're not right next to them.
I don't know, dude.
I need it.
If the stick is made of metal, then you're screwed.
I'll be the only one down there. Say, hey, there's some black dude underwater, very aggressive with the tickle stick. He's swatting everything.
Headlines are brought to you by Doral Hyundai in Miami. We go to the beach for a little solcito and we want a low price. You save with your Pricito. Save now with your Pricito at Doral Hyundai. Big game today. Serbia takes on Switzerland in a World Cup qualifying friendly. Jovic, dude, back on the court today. Excited. Now, my subscription has not run out, so I can watch this on 1891 courtside. Very exciting. Very exciting.
So based on what happened last year with him, and
yeah,
they said it was a lot of things, but was he just
2 o'clock is your
up?
tip off, by the way.
Huh?
2 o'clock is your tip off, by the way.
All right, perfect timing.
Yep.
Are you really looking to see if there's hope that he could have a turnaround like Jaime did?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now his role is going to be totally different on that team, right? Because they actually need him to play.
I don't know what his role is going to be. I think right now his role is, can he be a functional basketball player? Right now they got to make sure he's got his confidence back. But if he can get back to shooting like it was a couple of years ago, I think that there's obviously a use for that.
You know what's crazy? I try to think, and maybe basketball and baseball are a little different, because I would think the only two people that would lose their confidence in football is a guy throwing the ball and the guy catching the ball.
Right.
Right. For a running back, it can sometimes happen when you miss a hole. Right. So when you panic and don't take your time, and if you had waited a second longer, and then what ends up happening is now you're looking for that spot and you're being too patient and you just have to keep playing. I don't know if I've ever had a situation where like I lost my confidence because if you ever lost it in 2 seconds, you'll go get your face caved in, and that usually stops all that thinking, right? And basketball isn't like that, and certainly playing quarterback isn't like that. But you've seen quarterbacks that they got hit so much that now they're looking for the rush instead of the play down the field. So I don't know what that feels like. I don't know. Like you see it in basketball players all the time. Some guys have unbelievable confidence and they can't make a bucket.
Philly
Then
cheese.
there's guys who just hit a rut and then they are afraid to shoot.
Yeah, he had all that, especially the games where he was getting into foul trouble and the turnovers. Like that never was really his
Right.
bag. So we'll see, but I'm excited. Today, Serbia, Switzerland. Yeah. You don't want to watch?
No.
Fancy not tickle sticked? We'll take a break. More to come. Back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back.
You welcome back.
Thank you. Yeah, I like this one work day, and then we'll see you next week. Call that the Romberg.
He would come in on Friday after been off for 3 weeks.
Yeah. He's like, I'll just come in on a Friday. I was like, you know what? That was kind of genius by him. Yeah, tomorrow we have a best of show on the 4th of July or the 3rd of July to get ready for the 4th of July. Are you ready? Because that's basically like Davies' Super Bowl.
Oh, let me tell you something. I saw a cop in Publix, and he said, "What's up, Leroy?" I said, "You get ready for your Super Bowl?"
We're gonna make things blow up.
He said, well, he said, not us as much as the paramedics.
Oh man. Yeah, dude. Be careful. Watch them fingers. All right. Give us a weather update, Leroy. Brought to us by Tornado Roofing and Contracting. Storm season is coming. Make sure your home is ready. Get your free roof and window estimate today. Visit tornadoroofing.com.
I'm gonna tell you like this. If it's raining, this sucks. I don't hardly see any wind. So I'm gonna guess winds are less than 5 miles an hour. If it's not raining, that means you got a little more time. I mean, if it's not windy, that means you got a little more time and it's not raining. But there's nothing moving, barely moving, 5 mile an hour wind. It's getting cloudier. And so I'm guessing that the storms are building. And it's got to be 90 degrees. Holy smokes, it's hot.
Soupy.
By the way, dude,
what?
can I just tell you, bringing Frog Boy anywhere.
Yeah, did you guys meet up today?
Yeah, so I went to the gym this morning, and I told him that I'd take him to Restaurant Depot to get ribs because they're half the price if you buy them somewhere else. So I take him over there, show him how to pick the ribs or whatever. And then I'm going to tell him how to, get that membrane off the back, because a lot of people forget to take the membrane off, and you could have the most tender ribs in the world. If that membrane is on it, you got to use your Rottweiler teeth to get the meat off the bone.
I just want you to stop saying membrane.
That's what it is.
I don't like it.
It's called the membrane.
All right, dude. If you
but when we ask you not to do things, you don't care.
What are you talking about?
Oh, really?
Really?
Oh, really?
Oh, really? Exactly.
I think the only reason why you like going to work is because you have the buttons.
That's true. I do enjoy having my buttons back. It makes me happy. I like things. I like being able to push sound effects. It's part of what gets into this business.
Dave South said he's going to ruin those ribs. That's not a beginner meat. Nah, Dave South, I'm going to get him to where it's foolproof. Foolproof. Don't worry. He'll be all right.
What are we doing? When's this Giannis? When's he getting here, huh? We need
Can't
this,
come till after the 6th.
5 days.
Monday, huh? So is it going to be Monday?
I would say Monday or Tuesday.
Because everyone's going to be at Summer League. Summer League starts this week because a lot of the guys, the brass meets in Vegas. So
then maybe he'll do it in Vegas. You ever thought of that?
Nah, I can't do it in Vegas.
Weird.
You got to have it here, dude. Biscayne Boulevard. Yeah, come on. You gotta
welcome him here.
Are the coaches and everybody going to be there? So to meet everybody, he's going to go there.
I don't know. I think everybody kind of goes there for like the start of it, and then once like you get to game 3, they vamoose.
And I feel like you can't sign your contract in a different state. It's like a marriage license.
Is that true?
I don't know. I'm just this was me. I'm just saying maybe you can't sign a contract.
No, I signed two Vikings contracts on the golf course in Florida.
Well, there you go. It was just a thought.
Okay.
I didn't say for a fact. I'm just saying maybe you can't sign a contract in a different state. Like marriage licenses.
You can sign a contract in. That's a marriage license. A marriage license has to be done.
Is it not a illegally abiding contract?
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be signed in the state.
It was just a thought. I didn't say for a fact.
Okay. All right.
Also, he shouldn't be introduced in Vegas. It's weird.
No, I don't think he's even. But he might show up to Vegas. He might show
up. Well, think about it. Well, because Pat doesn't go to Vegas. He hasn't gone to
He
Vegas
has in the past. I don't know if he has recently.
right. So maybe he comes here and they do it right away, and then they all go to, and then
That's
Spo
possible.
goes right.
It could
Because I
possibly
would imagine they want to get it. First of all, you want to do it before camp starts, and I'm talking about football camp.
right. Well, they did the Jimmy Butler one really late, but I don't think they're going to wait as long for this one.
Yeah, because Giannis ain't Jimmy.
That's true.
Yeah, like, aren't we tired of pretending that he's not on our team?
Very much so.
Like,
I want to celebrate Giannis being here, dude.
I need to see the picture next
At
time.
least that made you feel good on vacation, right?
What?
Giannis. And
Giannis,
all else
yeah,
fails.
I think that's the thing is everybody got crazy because we were following this like LeBron thing, and then it's like everybody, maybe we get LeBron, maybe we don't. I don't know, but I'm like, I got to keep reminding myself we got Giannis. Like that's
Right.
crazy
because you haven't been able to announce it. It just almost like, yeah,
Right.
we got it onto the other moves.
And there's been so much that's happened in the in between too.
Can I say this? You know I'm a LeBron fan, right?
Yep.
I think LeBron here is a bad fit.
Why so?
You have three guys who do basically the same thing.
I think from like none of those three guys, and then you add Davion to it, are not awesome shooters.
Right. That's what I'm saying. They're all
dry. LeBron is LeBron
facilitator.
can facilitate and run, point forward basically like that. And I would say where LeBron probably has the fit more so than those guys is having the ball in his hand at the end of games. Like that's
right.
What you would want for.
But in order to be in said game, you have to have shooting.
Yeah,
and with those three on the court, like even if you put in a point guard to play with them, right? Wiggins is the only shooter.
Wiggins can shoot, depending on the rotation of it. Like you could have, Hardaway. They just got Hardaway.
Yeah, but I'm saying starting five into the game, guys.
Well, it's gonna it'll depend. It'll depend on that. Yeah, but
I don't know. I just think we're coming off.
Let me ask you this:
Huh?
How does LeBron tickle your fancy if it's on the minimum?
No, it's not. It's not even that. I'm not the money part. I'm not even discussing because he has already said it's not about money. It's about
But that's so easy to say.
When you got $1 billion.
Exactly. Like that's such an easy. Like you don't think that.
I'm just saying.
I'm surprised that he's not playing for a bunch of money. Like he's still LeBron James. He was a very good player.
At least he's.
Here's what I would also say: if your three choices are Cleveland, Golden State, and Miami, I think the Cleveland thing might be the best situation as far as what they have, but it might be the hardest decision to make to give the guy that treated you the way he did another opportunity to benefit from you.
Well, I think the thing is that to me is more of a problem, even with Harden and Donovan being better shooters than Giannis and Bam. They're not as used to not having the ball as much in their hands. So you add LeBron there, then LeBron's just going to be out there as a lob threat. You know what I mean? So while it seems like, you could just fit him there as the wing with your two bigs and that's just your fit. And I think that's probably where he's going to end up being. I do think it could be a little clunkier there than it would be here, because I think here there's kind of a natural hey, you have these two guys, you can get them the ball, they could take the load off, and you're going to close these puppy out. Plus, it seems like he really wants to golf, so that seems it was a big thing from Rich Paul.
Hey, I saw Bronny make a couple of golf swings. Bronny got a good swing.
People have said that.
LeBron.
Better than LeBron's. We'll take a break. When we come back, got to get back into the Panthers maneuvers, the hockey hornet, David Dwork. He joins us next. All right, welcome back, everybody. It's Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here. Obviously, reacting to a lot of things happening. Busy times for the Heat, busy time for the Panthers. And let's talk about some cats with our favorite cats reporter out there from the Hockey News and a host of the Hockey Show with Roy Bellamy. The Hockey Hornet himself, David Dwork, joined us on the Toyota of Hollywood guest line. Shop over 2,000 Toyotas on sale at one location, Hollywood and 441, between Hollywood and Sheridan. Hollywood, ToyotaofHollywood.com. I butchered that liner, but listen, Toyota of Hollywood, you can excuse me because I lost Sergei Bobrovsky yesterday, and I'm sad.
Are you at the gym?
I think he's
No,
at the,
I'm trying to find a quiet place at work, and they were just grabbing something out of the room, but I wasn't sure if they needed the room, so I was like, uh-oh. But no, I think I'm okay.
Okay, you're good. Hey, buddy, how are you?
I'm good, man. How are you? I'm sure this has been a rough 24 hours.
I'm good, dude. I'm not good at all. I'm very sad. I think, as you know, I've been paranoid about this for about a year, and reality happened yesterday, and I see Bob in a disgusting blue leaf sweater photoshopped, and I'm sad. I fell to my knees, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. This is no disrespect to Markstrom or any of the maneuvers, but this man has had an incredible career down here. Some ups, incredible ups, some downs, and I can't believe it's over. I'm sad.
Yeah, it was a good run though, right? I mean, look, you had the two Stanley Cups, and certainly it was nice to see how it ended, considering how the first few years went. But yeah, look, that's business, right? And as kind of the situation continued to progress, and it became more and more apparent what Bob's driving force in the situation was, the end result didn't really end up being that surprising. A team that needed that kind of stability in goal went after Bob, and it just happens to be a team that the Panthers are a little familiar with over the last few years.
So, David, I'm a firm believer that management thinks about these situations differently than fans or even players. A player might feel secure playing with another player, but management is thinking about what that player is going to be next year and maybe the year after, and they don't want to ever get stuck, right, with that player falling off. And so if you can get ahead of that, then you do. And teams that have long-lasting success are the teams that kind of, even if you lose to a couple of good years of a player, right? You're better off letting him go sooner than having it come to a screeching halt here. And I think that was the situation with Bob, is that, yeah, he was good 2 years ago, and last year probably wasn't even on him. But I heard, and they were saying that his asking price was to be the highest paid goalie. Once you start there, doesn't your team and your franchise automatically, when you say that, start looking somewhere else?
Yeah, and look, this is a team that the reason that they're built into this championship contending large window of opportunity franchise that they are is because they've signed so many guys to contracts that wouldn't hinder them, that won't anchor them down the line. You've seen it, across the board. So many of the guys that Bill Zito brought on have taken team-friendly extensions for less money, so that they can put that extra few $1 million into the team, and that's why they're so deep. That's why they've been so successful. And look, the idea was that he was going to fall in line with all that, just because all of his teams had, and they all raved about him and all that. So yeah, it doesn't surprise me at all that once it became clear to Bill Zito and his guys that Bob was looking for X amount of dollars, and that just didn't fall within what they were viewing as their big picture of how they're going to do this team. Because certainly they're looking at their window having a longer runway than Bob's career, as somebody's going to be 38 years old on opening night. And they're looking to win championships for the next 4, 5, 6 years. They're hoping, with a lot of these guys that are just entering their primes. So no, it wasn't surprising at all. I thought maybe Bob would value being a part of the team and finishing what he started, letting his career ride out into the sunset down here. more than chasing the bag. But look, I'm not going to fault a guy. Those are his priorities. It's his life. He can live it how he wants it. And Panthers, they have to be in a situation where they were able to mitigate that. And I think they're hoping with these giant goaltenders that they continue to bring in that they're going to be able to. They're confident in the their goalie department, that they continue to find guys that work within Florida systems, that when the Panthers are playing well in front of them, the goaltending will be okay. So the way that it plays out, the only thing that surprised me from my initial thought, Leroy, was I thought Bob would be more of a team player with all this. I thought he was going to be on Team Panthers more than Team Bob. I'm not saying that to fault him. That just surprised me the way it played out.
I'm calling shenanigans on this. Okay, hold on.
Wait. So here, wait, Dave. So
This is my big problem. This is
where
my
this
big
is
problem.
going.
This is my big problem with painting Bob as Team Bob, because the Panthers weren't Team Bob when they've been flirting with Hellybook for 6 months. Because ever since these damn Olympics and Bill Zito's sitting around there, nobody finds it a little funny that we knew that Brady Kachuk and that whole marriage seemed like it was going to end, and that Connor Hellybook all of a sudden is miserable in Winnipeg, and a lot of these Team USA guys wanting to get off of their teams, and Bill Zito feeling like he could put the squeeze on certain teams because he knows that these guys only want to get moved to the Panthers. Like, it's one thing to say, oh, okay, Sergei Bobrovsky wants his bag, but also you treated him like a plan B in all of this as well. Like, I'm going to feel some type of way of disrespect if you guys have been snooping around Hellybook this entire time and treating me like I'm your fallback option.
Well, yes, in a certain light, but I think Bob was the number one option from the start. I think once this is something they could have been negotiating with Bob from last year. And I know that the two sides have been talking on and off throughout the season. I know Bob wanted to focus on hockey and that they didn't want to get into the nitty gritty, but like, this isn't anything that, like, if Florida Bob was the guy that they wanted. Bob had different ideas than Florida did in terms of his value. And, it's both in terms of term of contract and dollar amount. But it's not like Florida didn't Bob first. I think it became clear that there was going to be some work that needed to be done, even if they were going to come to terms, which they obviously did not. You've got to do your due diligence elsewhere. And when arguably the best goaltender in the world is showing interest in coming to your team, and the guy that you want to put your stock into is, hesitating at the door, you're going to fault the Panthers for exploring all avenues. Like, if I'm Bob, I'm not getting upset about that, because I sent them on that path when I said, no, I want to go negotiate for them.
So another point is, and this is what I got on Tobin about. He's taking the number that he ended up with and saying that that's the same offer that the Panthers made, but Bob was just hurt, so he just took it somewhere else. And it got to the point where now his feelings were hurt that he was only going to get $7 million. And he said, if I'm taking $7 million, I'm taking it from somewhere else.
The reason I don't think that jives is because if he's taking $7 million in Toronto instead of taking $7 million in Florida, he's not getting $7 million in Toronto. He's getting a lot less. So if he's going for money, then what does it matter? Feelings. It's not about feelings to Bob at that point.
But that's why I don't think it is. I don't think it's purely. I think money definitely. Oh, of course, money is a factor, but I don't think it was the only factor. I think obviously feelings weighed in here at some point. Like, the idea that everybody else got like, we can say they're team friendly extensions. That's fine, but that they got older guys my same age got more term than I did, or guys who were in and out more than I was got extended. And then, like, I'm always sitting here and everybody's punting on me at some point. even if I'm the highest paid player on the team, like, it always felt like I was waiting. And you're just like, F it. At one point, I'm ready to go. Like, we see it happen in sports all over the time where guys get in their certain feelings about stuff.
It's not surprising if that's the case. I just think, and something that it kind of dawned on me throughout this process, was how little we know personally about Bob. Like, we've been talking to him and interviewing, and look, you've probably spent more one-on-one time with him than most of us down here in South Florida. You don't know a whole lot, and I say we don't know a whole lot about his personality. We don't know what drives him. Like, we don't know what he wakes up every morning thinking, this is my goal in life. We know he's a great goaltender and he's focused on goaltending. We know he loves his family. We know he's devoted it with his faith in terms of religion, but that's all very basic information. Like, there's not a whole lot of detail in there. So once you start trying to figure out, okay, who is Sergei Bobrovsky, I think seeing what his actions are and how things played out is our biggest indicator. So I can't say for sure what his driving focus was. I can just say I think it was finance. And look, until we know for sure what offers were made, which we may never know, it just depends on what kind of information we can dissect. But until we know that for sure, we're just guesstimating. And with Bob, I just don't. At the end of the day, I don't blame him for chasing what he wants, and I don't blame the Panthers sticking to their laurels if they believed that giving him 3 years, $21 million was just too much for someone of his age and play. I'm going to give Bill Zito the benefit of the doubt.
I will move on from Sergey. They bring back Radko Gudas, and they sign him to a multi-year deal. What does this add to the Cats?
A great locker room guy, somebody who, a lot of the players are very familiar with, somebody that's going to go to battle for you every day. Radko Gudas is somebody who, he's just another one of those players, like so many guys in the Panthers roster, who you absolutely love to have as your teammate, but you hate to play against. So I just, I don't know if he's going to be a huge, in terms of like a difference maker on the ice. He's going to play probably on the third pairing, so he'll probably play 15, 17 minutes a game. He's steady. And that's what the Panthers need. Like, they're a defense first team. So it all starts in their own zone. So you get somebody who's competent in his own end, somebody who can move the puck, and who's familiar with Paul Maurice. Like, that, for me, when you add to that it's like a 1.5 million AAV, that's very, very, very workable.
What do you make of they extended Luosterainen? We know that, like, the rumors were in all these trade talks, they were not getting rid of Lundell, so they wanted to keep the finish line together. But I guess, is there like a next step for those guys? Like, you talk about the depth of this team, and obviously that also adds into their comfort of what they're going to do with the goalies, because they're going to probably just bash everybody's face in. But what do you how important is Lusty and signing and locking him up, and what he's going to bring to this team?
Yeah, I think with so many guys, when you talk about, like, their role, right? Like, because Lundell took long term, Luosterainen's now taking long term. Like, these guys understand, like, they're locking themselves into a team where there's a bit of a logjam in terms of talent in the forward ranks, and they're fine with that. They're fine with playing in their role on a great team where they're going to get ice time, they're going to be able to produce. Luosterainen is just, he's another one who's been able to grow in his game without having that pressure. Like, he hasn't been, he's got to perform because he's on our second line, or, like, no, he's been chilling with Anton Lundell, and they've been able to grow together. And, like, when you think about all these trade conversations the Panthers were in, Luosterainen may have been the biggest name that was thrown out. Like, none of the top six were in there. Lundell was a non-starter for the Panthers. Ekblad, Forsling, Jones, none of these guys. Mikkola, you don't hear any of their names. So it was almost by default that you aim out there. You have to, like, who's Florida actually willing to part ways with? And it's a guy that they clearly like, because they just gave him an 8-year contract. Somebody who, when he's out of the lineup, and I go all the way back to their first Stanley Cup final appearance against Vegas, when Luosterainen got hurt in the Eastern Conference Finals, that was a big drop-off in their level of play. And then obviously Tkachuk got hurt. But no, like, E2, they look at him just like so many other guys in this team. That's a crucial two-way guy. He's become an elite penalty killer. So I think by his virtue of taking this long-term deal, he's more than happy with his role and how he could see growth in Florida, just because, there may be a lot of guys playing ahead of him, but with the chances they're getting, everybody's fine with that.
David, I'm curious, what has been the most important part of this run? The free agents that they've brought in, or the young talent that they've had that were wanted by other teams to make those trades? Because they've had a lot of young talent to come through here in the last 4 years that have been contributors and been really good, that a lot of other teams found that, hey, it's worth a trade to get that guy.
I think it starts with the guys that got brought in, the Reinhardts, the Bennetts, the Tkachuks. Like, I think that's kind of the meat and gravy. Like, obviously you had your foundation, and you had Sasha Barkov, and you had Aaron Ekblad, and you had Jonathan Huberdeau when this all started, and that became Matthew Tkachuk. But I think having that much stability and that much rock solid start for term at the top of your lineup has allowed the Lundells and the Luosterainens a chance to grow into who they are without having any pressure on themselves and
Right.
being able to be flexible and learn from guys that, you know, they want to emulate and they want to be. I think having Sasha Barkov has been, you know, obviously huge for a lot of those young two-way guys because he's a guy that shows up every day, puts the work in, leads by example, all those great things. But no, like I think you can't win without the young infusion because you need that cheap young talent to supplant the high-end contracts that you're getting on the top. So you need that. But I don't think that would be they'd have that success with those guys if they didn't have all the big pieces that Zito has brought in to surround them with.
Yeah, well, maybe he needs to get on the pads.
Hey, are you crying?
No.
I'm surprised there was no like Bobrovsky song like Lady in Red and Blue. Like I was expecting something.
He's been at this, like the show, we couldn't get out of the first segment. Like we had to, like they had to just cut him off, and we had to go to emergency break. Like it would have lasted for a whole hour. He couldn't stop.
Oh man.
I just don't like that. I don't like where we're at. I don't like how it ended. I'm upset. I'm sad. You think Bob is greedy? I don't think that he's greedy. I think he deserves money.
Well, but that's the thing. I don't think greedy insinuates that or implies that like I'm thinking that there is some kind of like a negative connotation to what he's doing or that like he did it with some kind of like bad reason. Or I think it's perfectly logical and it makes sense if he wants to go chase money. He might get criticized for it by somebody being done something different, but that I don't think he did anything wrong. Like, I think it's fine what he did. I don't think he was greedy. I think it's his career. He can do what he wants with it.
I'm telling Bill Zito right now, don't lose. Like, you better don't lose.
Dude.
If they lose to the Leafs in the playoffs, whoo,
that would be quite the story.
Well, I don't want that to happen. Hopefully, can we ask Marsham to talk in a Russian accent? That would help me for a little bit.
No, I mean Swedish. He's got an accent. You're European. It's something.
It's not Bob.
I don't know. Like I'm confused now though. Like, are you Team Panthers or are you Team Bob? Like, who are you going to be rooting for next season?
I mean, I'm obviously going to root for the Panthers. I mean, when the Panthers play the Leafs, I wish Bob no success, but I'm going to otherwise wish Bob success.
Okay, it didn't sound obvious when you say obviously. It didn't sound obvious.
I'm a Panthers fan, but I'm sad. Why can't I be sad?
You're allowed to be sad.
Were you sad when Dwayne Wade left for Chicago? Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't feel the same. Like that felt
okay, dude.
No, like you know me. Hockey is number one for me above all, but Dwayne Wade, like that's one that like we got to watch him from the beginning of his career.
Dwayne Wade was bigger in this town than Sergei was.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously he's bigger, but he's still the first Stanley Cup champion goalie 2 times over. Like it's still a stinging heartbreak.
Yeah. Maybe it's like the business of it that I cover the team now, so I'm not as emotionally attached as like I would have been to Dwayne Wade. But I don't know that Dwayne Wade, like you said that, and I felt that like in my heart. Like that was a tough time. So like yeah, I think that'd be a tough one.
I mean, you're gonna miss that damn smile that he has though. Those eyes, that smile that Bob had.
You're gonna miss the struggle of trying to get a good quote out of him post game and never ever being able to.
That's not the time. It's not his bag. You need to wait.
Yeah, I don't blame him. He's good at what he does. He's really good at answering questions without answering questions. I think most athletes wish they had the skill that Bob has in that regard.
Reset, refocus.
We'll take the 2 points. We move on to the next one.
All right, buddy. Have a great day.
Hey,
Leroy, good luck, man.
Too late. Like we barely got out of the first segment.
Talk to you later.
Okay. All right.
That's David Dwork. Go follow his work.
Did he make you feel better?
No.
Reality hurts, buddy.
It's not his fault he didn't make me feel better. It's just it is what it is.
All right.
But I still love David. He's the best. Go follow his work. Hockey News, The Hockey Show with Roy Bellamy, and all the fine work he does at Local 10 as well. And we'll take a break. Back with more for this. What a day. What a day. All right. Thanks to David Dwork for stopping by. Clayton McCullough is going to swing by the show in the 1 o'clock hour. I feel like my voice is going in the middle of the show. I don't know what the hell happened. Weird. Very strange. Very strange. Yes, that didn't make me feel better at all, to be honest with you, Leroy. It's okay, though. We move on. Okay.
I think he's frozen.
Is he frozen?
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
think he's
frozen. I'm back.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes it's hard to tell.
That-
It's like a chameleon.
Like, were you rebooting?
no, it looks
Buffering?
it looks like because yesterday, like right after the show, lightning struck like 2 times and electricity blinks. So I always look outside when it's like that because for some reason, lightning will strike and everything will blink, but the electricity stays on. So
Well, speaking of weather report brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping keep your home and family safe when the storm rolls in. Visit tornadoroofing.com for your free roof and window estimate. Currently in Miami, cloudy, 88 degrees, maybe some more thunderstorms around 3 o'clock. So that's your weather right now. Get to our headlines here. Brought to you by Doral Hyundai. In Miami, we go to the beach for a little solcito. And when we want a low price, you save with your Pricito. Save now with your Pricito at Doral Hyundai. We may have our own burner gate, Leroy, that is just sprung a leak.
what?
Yeah, dude.
Who's
So-
the culprit or the victim?
If it has to do with the Miami Heat and social media, who do you think?
Tyler Hero.
That's right. So this started off with last hour, Tyler Hero on his burner backup Instagram account. Wonder Did It posted a little pot shot shade, it appears, at the Miami Heat and their new dynamic duo of Giannis and Bam. And so Tyler posted on this backup account, lowest field goal on mid-range field goal attempts and the top 10 guys who have the lowest field goal percentage. And as you can see, you got Giannis and you got Bam in this whole mix amongst Siakam and Derek Queen, Russell Westbrook, Şengün, Jeremiah Fears, Shaden Sharp, Laurie Markkinen, and Amen Thompson. It's like, oh, all right. Well, somebody's still.
Did he put up the highest?
He did not.
Because he's not on it.
He did not.
Okay, there you go, Brittany.
No,
You know where I was getting.
He did not.
So can we
Um,
change that to fewest games played in the last 2 years?
oh, I'm sure we could. We could.
Most surgeries.
If you want to be, on the list, most extra bones in an athlete's body.
Well, Heat Twitter got wind of this, right?
Oh, and they attacked him.
Ooh, oh yeah.
Can we get some of the replies?
Well, the Heat Central, they posted biggest playoff droppers in points per game from regular season to postseason. Number 1 on the list, Tyler Hero. But that's not where the drama is stopping, Leroy.
Oh no, like when people go on Twitter to get you back for trashing either their team or their player, oh, they're going deep into some stats. What do we got?
So
I like this.
there's this account, a Heat
Oh.
fan has posted DMs that allegedly show a conversation with them, the fan, and Tyler Hero's backup Instagram account. Which actually, ironically, right now, the avatar for it is Kevin Durant hiding in the bushes, which is funny. So this person's account is what is this guy's name? He goes by the name Freaky83. And right now his avatar is Giannis and Bam together. And his handle is at doesn't matter. The point is he posted some DMs that he had. Al Macca says, dude, it sounds like I know, dude. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know why my voice is going all of a sudden. It's not the point right now. So Tyler Hero and this guy's account, it says it's a mother bleeper making 60 million, but they're worried about me. Bam is a guy. Please stop. Tyler Hero's burner. Why are Heat fans so worried about me and what I do, but I'm not the best player on the team? And then the guy responded to him, Bam does his job, a top 5 defender, 20 and 10. You go score. I need 25 and 10 out of you. He goes, Tyler Hero responds, you should get paid 60 million to be a top tier defender on some nights. I'm just wondering since we talking. And so like this guy is like, now he's like, all right, well, I'm just going to post all this, this conversation. So Tyler Hero is basically taking a pot shot at Bam saying he should make 60 million a year for being a top tier defender, but not being the guy on a team. Yikes.
He should get 60 million because on most nights he got to cover for your ass who's out. Let's not think about that. Let's think about like that. Like you won 60 million and you play 70 games the last 2 years. Bam's got to pick up that slack. So while he might not be as talented as you, he's more valuable because he's available. And I think a lot of players lose that in their argument, that nobody's questioning Tyler's ability. Nobody's questioning it. Nobody questioning how good of a basketball player he is. That's not what frustrates Heat fans. What frustrates Heat fans is for whatever reason, dude is always hurt.
Yeah. He posts more DMs. Freaky83 says to Tyler Hero's burner, I think it's because he performed in those playoff runs. He was the best player in the last finals. Tyler's burner says, I didn't say any names. I'm just saying, should an elite defender be making 60 million a year? Answer that. If the shoe fits, it fits. Freaky83 says
83.
Freaky83 says, that was his retort, Leroy. Freaky83 says, bro dropped 83.
Right. Like, wait. Hey, I'm not Freaky 83, by the way, because I seem to be on the same. We see it eye to eye. Look, here's the deal. Sometimes this really bothers me, okay? And this is for anyone. It bothers me when people get hurt feelings about the truth, okay? The truth is Tyler is talented. The truth is, he's also missed a boatload of games. You can't then have a conversation as being the best player on the team when you're not available. And fans have never questioned your ability to play basketball. Most people always question your availability to play basketball. And when you're in the play-in every year because your so-called best scorer was not available, yes, that's going to carry some feelings with it.
Wonder Did It responds, okay, so why are fans so worried about Tyler and what Tyler does? I could post a pic right now and the fans would be going to go crazy, LOL. Freaky83 says, because Bam has shown if with a better player like Jimmy, he can go to the finals. Clutch guys, and then he posts, buddy, if I'm healthy they can't see me. Word to my mother, if I'm healthy I'm the one who needs help.
Wow, when did he become Vanilla Ice?
Who did Cleveland prioritize taking away in the playoffs? Who did Boston prioritize taking away when Jimmy got hurt and we were the 8th seed? When I'm healthy I need help, not the other guy. Word to my kids, come on now, let's call a spade a spade.
Okay, Okay, and let's do that. Let's call a spade a spade. You said it yourself. When healthy.
Yeah, and
Which
also,
you're like you just identified the problem in your own conversation.
yeah,
When healthy. You know how many great sports players we've said that about? When healthy. When healthy.
damn,
When
dude.
healthy. What about a guy making, how much did he make last year? 35, 40?
For sad.
30
He
plus.
made $30 million. He made $1 million a game. $1 million a game. They paid you more than any player in the NBA ever has gotten paid. More than Jordan. More than anybody. You got paid $1 million a game. So, according to you, and according to what has happened the last couple of years, you're supposed to make $1 million a game, $82 million.
What do you make of that, Brittany?
I cannot be more happy that this man is off my team. It's like you. Also, one of my biggest pet peeves was when people are like, "Oh, why are you worried about me? Why are you worried about us? Why are you responding to people on Instagram DMs, fighting for your life? Like, please go buy your house in Milwaukee, move your children and your girl over there, and leave us out of it. Like, you're the one that posted that on your story. No one else brought anything up. Only you did. So please,
Listen, he'll get his
Brady,
chance.
you know what the other thing is? The other thing is why would you pay $60 million for a defender? Oh, are you giving money back because you don't defend? Right?
no,
Right?
it's true. It's like what?
Like
And
you
the
had
thing-
the worst defender in the NBA talk about matching up with you. How
Yeah,
bad of a defender can you
and
be
he's-
that a guy who plays no defense could say, "Oh, we just trying to single him out"?
Bam is everything that Tyler isn't when it comes to defense and availability. So in that regard, please do me a favor and not speak on him.
I also think that it's like the thing that Tyler really misses, and this is unfortunate for him, and maybe there'll be some growth because I do think like in past years he's held things heavier, and then I think he's come back. But Tyler, the big thing that's missed, man, is like the Heat have done everything by you in a basketball situation to make your ass comfortable when you probably should have been coming off the bench for the better part of your career. That would have been best for the team. And they did everything to make you comfortable. And the response was, you never could stay on the court. And now, like, this weird social media behavior that is always brought forth every summer. There's a rumor, which I know you've had to go through a lot of. That's okay. That's part of the deal.
Like,
But now it's like, oh, well, why does Bam get this? And why does well, he's available and he's a well-rounded player. You're a one-way player who's never available and hasn't had playoff success since you were 19.
You know what sucks? Here's what sucks about this whole conversation. At no point in time has anybody said, even the chat, even on Twitter, nobody has ever said, Tyler, you suck.
never.
Right. Which is the only reason why he should be offended. Nobody has ever said he wasn't talented. And none of the comments. Everybody is kind of appalled that a guy who's not available is throwing shade at somebody else who plays damn near every night.
If Tyler Hero could have just stayed on a basketball court, he probably would have an extension.
Mhm.
But he can't.
Yes, he would have got it last year.
He can't. And he wants to make this out like there's some vendetta against him.
Well, yeah.
Dude, like your feet didn't work. What to tell you? I'm not trying to be a
Not
jerk.
only did they work too good.
And also, like,
He
how
out
many
here
times,
transforming.
how many times truly, like, I could probably count on one hand how many times in a basketball game Tyler Hero was the best player on the court. Like, truly, when you think
He
about
had
it.
that run. He had that run where he was teardropping everybody.
No, of course, like
Baby floating.
in his rookie season, he had a phenomenal season. But after that, when like all around on both sides of like the court, was he the best player on the court? Not many times.
Right.
There are times where it's like, there was a couple years ago when he was ranked like at 83rd. I'm like, well, that's a slap in the face. He's not 83rd in the
No.
league. But I think the thing is, you're doing this with your own teammate, a guy you've been together with for that many years, and I guess it's like the Heat's version of. I guess he looks at it as this like his version of Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. It's like, yeah, but Jaylen Brown was Finals MVP. You're always on the sidelines watching when it came to the biggest games.
Jaylen Brown also averaged 29 last year
for
for a
sure.
whole season.
But I don't know, man. Tough look.
I don't know. It's just crazy because
He should be happy. He's gonna get to go do whatever he wants in Milwaukee. He's gonna be in his hometown, dropping buckets, hanging out
I
with
didn't
Christian
say I was
Yelich.
on Twitter. What did he say? I don't think, like, it's crazy because most conversations like this back and forth on Twitter are usually about what people think the talent of the player is, right? And nobody's ever said he wasn't a talented player. This is not about being a talented player. This is you throwing shade at a teammate while getting paid $1 million a game. Like, let that set in. If Tyler Hero was paid by the number of games he played, he would make almost $1 million a game.
Yeah, he hit the lottery every time he stepped on a court.
Right.
Oof, rough look. Take a break. We're back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. It is Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2. You guys can get in on the chat. A lot of people reacting to the Hero burner account DMs that we read. Oh, hello, Jennifer.
Hello.
How are you?
Oh, I think better than you.
I don't know what happened this last hour, dude.
Are you
It's
okay?
all the tears you've cried for Bob.
It has been a rough go of it. But I don't know. I don't know what's happening there. How are you? Did you have a good day? Everything going solid over there? How's Scooby?
Scooby was a little angry last segment. Was hungry.
Tyler Hero?
And that too. Get over it, buddy. Move on.
Bucko.
It's a big word for me, dog.
Does he still have that on extra bone?
I don't know. I thought they got taken out. I don't know what. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Twice, yeah.
Keeps growing back.
Guys got the Antonio Alfonseca ankles. I don't know what's going on there.
He needs to move on. He needs to, deactivate Twitter. It's getting real annoying and exhausting. And very immature. And very immature.
Really is.
I mean, look, I definitely am not going to be able to sleep well at night knowing that Giannis isn't good at the mid-range. I wasn't aware of that. I just
Also, like, what are you doing trying to throw shade at Bam?
Yeah, that's a rough.
That's the number.
I thought you guys were buds.
I think that there is definitely been an element where people look at Bam on the Heat as like the Heat teacher's pet because he's the favored one, but
because he's a consummate professional.
Because he's a consummate professional. He shows up to work. He plays his ass off. He makes his life easy. As Pat Riley had said that, Duncan Robinson, Max Strus, Tyler Hero, they should all give Bam half his check for all the threes he's screened open for them. And all the hard stuff, not the glamour stuff. And we're hearing, I'm the one that people have to see. I'm the one who needs help. I think he's giving you a lot of help over your career, dude.
And chances.
Wait, but it's amazing to me. And I'll say this. Maybe I was never that good or important to a team that I felt this way. But why are there guys? And this is almost like the Jaylen Brown thing, right? Where a team disrespects the other player by saying, we got to get people to play around Tatum. And he's looking at the last couple of years he just had, and he's insulted by that. Now, Tyler seems to forget that he's making $1 million a game because he don't play that much. And Bam's out there every night. And so when people say that, it's not necessarily questioning his ability, but it's questioning his availability. And if you want to win, you're going to have to build around Bam because you can't count on Tyler being present.
Correct.
Why does he not? Why don't, it's kind of like this deal. And we had this conversation when it happened, Tobin. I can't come off the bench. That conversation.
Yep.
The conversation where, like, I was always under the assumption that you wanted to have a certain role so you could get the bag. But once you get the bag and the team pays you, they can use you how they deem fit. You got the bag. They paid you. So what's the problem? And this is a perfect example of a person having an ego for no reason because the team valued you.
Well, whatever. He's going to get all the shots that he wants in Milwaukee. Good for him. And that he will just be here with Giannis's terrible mid-range. Heavens to Betsy.
I tell you what, Tyler could shoot 40% from three. They're more afraid of what Giannis can do in that paint.
Yeah.
Like, that's real basketball, right? That's real basketball talk. Like, if I put the two there and I said, who you more afraid of? Not many people gonna say Tyler other than Tyler.
I mean, I don't know what we're gonna do with Giannis because Giannis forgot how to dunk. So Lord knows, Leroy, I'm terrified. What's gonna happen when he thinks he's Kevin Durant? Crazy. Unbelievable. What are we doing? And what are we doing? That's the question.
I don't know. I think we should just all move on. If Tyler these conversations would be better if Tyler Hero had a great year next year and played 70 games. But if he doesn't and he's banged up, like, everybody's going to just go at him. And it's going to be his own doing.
Look, I get being salty that a team traded you.
You've been dating. Nobody wanted you for 3 years, dude.
Right. Crazy, man. Hey, the world's biggest soccer tournament continues. We got the big games, knockout stage going on, and you can trade the entire tournament on Kalshi. You can trade every match from the opening stage all the way as we got Spain and Austria. You think that Spain can be up by over a goal and a half at halftime? That's trading at 25% today. So a $100 trade pays out at $365. On the diamond, we got Miami and Colorado. Miami trading at 55% today. You can also get on Kalshi and trade that game as you are trading against your peers in the live market. Meaning there's no house and the probabilities change. So you can buy in and out of your position. And for a limited time, download the Kalshi app. Use the code Tobin to get $10 when you trade 10. Kalshi, Kalshi. Trade the beautiful game. 18 plus only. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. Event contract trading involves risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Prices, values, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. For more information, see kalshi.com/regulatory. All right. I guess I got to be a big boy and keep doing radio, even though Sergei Bobrovsky montages keep going across my Twitter timeline.
Oh, you could. That was emotional.
Yeah.
It seemed like anger.
I was angry because I was hoping that I could forget it, but he's really not here, dude. He's really not here. Can't believe it.
Well, that's an updated version.
I don't like that version.
Yeah,
What the hell
Kay
is my
doesn't even
face?
look like Tobin.
Hey,
like Bryce.
I
from
tried
Love
my
Island.
best.
The hell's going on there?
I don't know. For some reason, AI doesn't. Can you hear me?
Yes, now I can.
Oh, okay. For some reason, AI just doesn't want to make you look like you.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Strange.
But you gotta say it's better than the other one. The other one's very outdated.
I like the other one.
That
Sometimes
looks more
you-
like
It
Solange
says
than
I stuck on it,
Oh.
okay?
It's okay. Well, it is that time here on a Thursday where we play a little Goosies. No Goosies. What do we have today, Jennifer?
Well, first we have Serbia versus Switzerland today at 2 p.m. in Eurobasket. Hashtag Jovic, dude.
It's Goosies because I already have my subscription because I have 3 weeks left of it. So I am raring and ready to go at 2 p.m. for Serbia and Switzerland in the World Cup Eurobasket qualifying round. So Goosies for me. Leroy?
No.
Why not?
Why not?
Jeez.
I don't have a subscription. And it's Euro basketball.
You want a password? I'll give you my password.
No.
Do
No.
it for you.
It's a very nice run. Giving you a
Yeah.
password.
No. No. I much rather hear the reporting from you.
Dade South says Jovic might not be on the Heat in a couple days. Nah, no one's taking it. Come on.
I mean, like, another thing about Tyler. Does he realize the last 2 years nobody wanted him? He was basically a salary cap filler.
I don't know. I don't think you. I don't think that he uses that. My password is not Jovic, dude.
Honestly, that would honestly.
Honestly.
I want to be
I like the
clear. My password has never been and never will be Jovic, dude.
Is it I love Bob?
No.
Tobin.
Bob Lover 123.
Wait. You know what? Now that we're on that subject real quick, can I ask you one question?
Oh yes, we want to know.
I'm very curious. Okay? Who took this picture?
Sophia.
I knew.
She called it. She did.
She goes. She took it from one angle, and she's like, "No. This is the place."
Wait,
Did you tell her to take
Did you
the
ask her?
picture?
Did you give her your phone
Or
and say,
like,
"Can you
wait,
please
were
take-"
you doing it already? And she was like, wait. I need
Yeah,
to
no. She found me like that.
Mm.
reminiscing?
Yep. Can't believe he's a Maple Leaf.
I'm trying to think, who would I be? What's the player?
And with Stolars too. Crazy.
Right.
Player you
Crazy stuff.
feel way about if they got rid of?
Right now?
Most people say Wiggins, but I mean, I was a little disappointed that Oladipo was gone, but I understood.
Yeah, his knee didn't work.
Yeah.
Although he says he was putting out his services on social media.
Dude, do you got salt water stuck in your throat or
I
something?
don't know dude. I don't know what's going on.
You need a tickle stick?
It literally happened like
tea.
it literally happened.
It happened during David.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
He needs a tickle stick.
I feel so bad for Tobin. Like, this is really getting to him and his health.
Yes.
No, it really is.
It's
Like,
At least you have a
Spring
long
summer.
weekend this weekend, so
Yep.
Yeah.
That's true.
Lots of honey and tea, okay?
lots of honey and tea.
God, but tea sucks.
Okay, but this time,
this
not when you
helps.
have a cold. This time it actually does help. And just take
Was
spoonfuls
it
of honey.
Tobin that said he got a box of mixed teas and he was just drinking them all?
Yeah.
They all mean something different.
No, look, I'll send you a list, okay? It's my secret.
Do you have
I'll
the
tell
goose-
you what does suck: black tea. That Earl tea. Oh,
Yeah,
it's
that-
horrible.
You're not English, sir.
Yeah, that has to be drank with sugar
Milk?
and milk. Yes,
Ugh.
Too much.
Literally.
that's what American coffee is, Tobin.
What?
It's just seeped. It's seeped coffee grounds with milk. It's essentially the same concept.
Uh-uh.
Don't know me. How old are you?
Well, enough to box you in with nuh-uh.
No.
You
Do not box me in. What the hell?
Nuh-uh. This is getting to him for real.
What the hell were we talking about?
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Serbia.
Correct. Yeah. Now it's getting to me. Oh no, it's spreading. Leroy, did you say you had no goosies? Correct.
No goosies.
Okay. Yeah. Honestly, I have no goosies and I had no subscription, so sorry.
Brittany?
No goosies. You only put that in
No
there to make yourself
goosies.
feel better and justify your subscription.
I don't put anything in there. It's Jennifer's list.
Yeah, okay.
And wait, you're the only guy that canceled a subscription and still have it for 8 months.
Well, it was the annual pass.
Wait, so you got it for a year and you thought you were getting a deal?
It was
I did get a deal.
$100 for a year.
No, it was 30.
Oh, that's unfair.
That's what I was saying.
Are you gonna renew after
Justified.
the 3 weeks?
I guess it depends if Jovic is here.
We know he is.
What's number 2, Jennifer?
Team USA rolling in the World Cup.
Oh,
I got the Goosies. It was awesome yesterday.
yeah.
Especially with them trying to screw us. So I love not only when America wins, but when we win when there's FIFA corruption.
I got the goosies. There is nothing more entertaining to me than when they kick a free kick and it goes over the head of the guys bobbing for the ball.
Bro, what a blast that was.
Yeah, that is so good. But it's like the guys jumping in front want to get in the way, but not really. So they'll jump and their heads will turn like, what a kick.
Jennifer?
I'm so sorry. I can't.
He's
I
like
can't.
he's
He's going through puberty
He's
again.
shook. He's shook.
It's like
really
I'm gonna
shook.
give you a virtual hug, buddy. I'm so
I
sorry.
can't believe this. This is
It's a
crazy.
lot. It's a lot. I have the goosies. Yes. Team USA.
Goosies. Brittany?
I have the goosies. I went to a bar to watch the game last night, and honestly, it was so much fun. I've never really been like someone who likes soccer or goes out of my way to watch
It's
it.
like the atmosphere, though, right?
The atmosphere is
was
amazing.
crazy. And
I
can
mean,
imagine,
I have not. Is there a sport? And I want to say football because of tailgating, but it never looks like that, right?
and like it was for the US. It was like a USA watch party, which obviously we're not like a soccer country. So I can only imagine how much more fun it would be if it was a different country who like this is their life. This is what they eat, breathe, and sleep.
Right.
Mhm.
But I had a great time.
I got
So had-
invited to a watch party at
You should
Upper
go.
Deck.
And we know you didn't go.
we know you didn't go.
You don't go to these things.
Not with my baby at home. Yeah,
I have goosies for you.
she wants to go back.
I'm sorry.
Like there's so many activities going on this weekend.
Mm.
Yeah.
If
We
you
have
want
to
to feel
bring-
better.
We have to bring her back.
Yeah, sorry, buddy. Well,
Yeah.
if you want to feel better, tonight is Love Island movie night part 2.
Oh,
Yay.
Kenzie's gonna get it.
I'm so excited.
So excited.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah,
she
that
deserves it.
first movie night was intense.
Leroy, I'm telling you, it's some of the best television I've ever watched.
It's also very disappointing television too. Like it just baffles you.
Oh yeah.
Is it in poor taste that while
If you wanted me to watch a show, the little bit that you sent me does not get me interested in it.
When
Is
was
it
that last season?
No, it was Armida Corbin conversation, which fair.
Oh,
right. That's not going to get it. That's not going to
no. That's not
we
gonna
all
work.
we all go on our phones when they're on the screen. Don't worry.
Yeah, no, same. I ignore them.
you guys get the Goosies for Team USA? As I just peek her out.
Yes.
How, like what has happened to you?
I don't know.
You haven't been talking in a few days?
I don't know.
Were you screaming?
I don't know. No. I don't know what happened.
Were there
It's like
people that were sick around you?
It's like there's mold in here or something.
Probably.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and go to number 3.
Thank you.
Okay. Number 3, we have the Butcher back. Okay, guys. Radko Gudas signed 6-year deal.
It's the only thing the Panthers did that kind of made up for losing Bob. So yeah, Goosies. I love the Butcher and his hats.
Yeah.
Leroy?
The fedoras.
Listen, you got the Butcher and the Kachucks. I mean, how many penalty minutes will they have this year?
Oh man.
What is that line from the Mean Girls? The limit does not exist. There you go.
Yes. So I'm definitely I definitely have the Goosies because they've gotten more physical, which I didn't think was possible.
Goosies.
Correct.
Jennifer?
So I have very bittersweet Goosies. We all know why. In order to have Radko, we had to let go
AJ Greer is
of my guy. Yep. But before AJ Greer, my guy was Radko too. So it's hard. But I have Goosies.
Brittany?
I have the Goosies for Jennifer because I know she loves him so much and that she's happy he's back, even though she had to lose AJ Greer.
It hurts.
But I stand in solidarity.
Thank you.
What's number 4, Jennifer?
We have Bradley Beal. His interest in the Miami Heat.
No.
No Goosies.
No Goosies.
No.
Just like on to the next one.
No.
This is the collective Goosies.
Go away.
No Goosies.
He's like a pestering ex. Go away.
Please.
Jaded. So no Goosies for anyone.
I just think that like people are like, come on, he's Bradley Beal on the minimum. It's like he played for $5 million last year and he played 6 games. Like he hasn't been.
You're all about the cheap skis.
Yeah, but he hasn't been a meaningful player. And like people are doing this with Ben Simmons. They're like, Ben Simmons says he wants to come to the league. I'm like, he's a fisherman. He fishes.
I trust him catching fish more than I do shooting a jumper.
Yeah, dude.
As a basketball player, that's kind of rough.
It's been a long time since Bradley Beal's been a meaningful basketball player.
I mean, he wasn't meaningful when he was meaningful.
That's fair. Well, listen, if it was him and that's according to Tyler Hero, he's the guy. You know, he deserves that $60 million right there. Oh man. Stun Steve says Tobin sounds like SpongeBob when he needs water. I don't get that reference.
Water.
Rough, dude. I don't know what happened.
Is the water that you're drinking cold? Because it's not going to help your case.
That's not going to help you at all.
Lukewarm.
That's what you need.
Okay.
Lukewarm, but I don't think it's helping. And I got to talk to Clayton McCullough next hour. That's embarrassing.
Just pretend like it's your voice.
He knows what it's like. He's got to, sometimes you got to throw a bullpen guy out there who's a little tired.
Do we have room for one more?
Yes.
Okay. How do you guys feel about the royal wedding happening this weekend? We have
tomorrow.
Travis, Kelsey, and Taylor Swift
Um,
at
I
MSG.
have the Goosies for their marriage. I wish them success, but I don't really understand what's going on here. This feels like there's a lot of theatrics involved with this. So I'm curious how it's going to turn out.
Yeah, I don't really understand the whole marriage being at that ceremony being at MSG. Doesn't make any sense to me.
From my understanding, it's because there's literally no way that anybody can get any photos of the event happening because there can't even be flyovers over MSG. And it has so many levels that you could do so many different things. That's my understanding of why they're having it there. That being said, it is a little much. Especially when they invited the whole Knicks roster.
What?
Yes, so weird.
Isn't he a Cavs fan?
Yeah.
Exactly.
From Cleveland.
No.
No, he's already getting used to just doing what the wife wants.
I mean, she's a Knicks fan.
Is she?
Yes.
She is.
I haven't seen her there with Ben Stiller until that one game.
No,
she seems a little bandwagon to me.
Do your research.
Okay, let's be so real.
Use your
if
journalism.
she was at every game, oh my God.
What?
I would feel so bad for her. The amount of people going after her again.
You're talking about like the trap, but that's like
She's lived in New York since she was 18 years old.
how many
Cornelia Street is hers.
What'd you say?
What?
We didn't hear what you said.
No, I didn't hear what you said.
Yeah, I don't have any voice.
I said Cornelia Street is hers.
Yes, it is. It
The
is.
hell's that?
It's the street that she used to live on. And
Cornelia
she wrote a song.
Street? That's a place?
Yes,
a place.
I've been there.
I don't believe
I have
you.
a picture.
That sounds
I can
fake.
show you.
Date's
Go
house
ahead,
is,
Google it.
are they building a castle? Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, but I don't know that that's true. That seems a little.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
That's what I'm saying. It seems a little bit much. But it's not going to be better than movie night tonight. All right, that is.
Let me get invited and I'll let you know.
That is Goosies, no Goosies. 1 hour to go. I apologize for sounding like this. All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Leroy, can we get a weather update, please? Brought to us by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping homeowners stay safe this storm season. Visit tornadoroofing.com for a free roof and window estimate.
Is this possible? The wind is 0 miles per hour. I hear rumbling in the jungle. It's getting ready to rain. It looks ominous outside. So hopefully I won't lose electricity. But other than that, it's hot, 85, 90 degrees, a little cooler because it's overcast. And it's going to rain. It's coming. I can see it.
Yesterday it poured by me.
Oh, good. That means no fires.
Poured. And the amount of thunder and lightning was crazy too.
Yeah,
But
it's
yeah,
that time.
hopefully it did help.
It's that time with the crazy storms in the middle of the day. It's coming. It's coming,
Yep.
everybody. By the way, Clayton McCullough is going to join us later on this hour. Did you guys see Inside the Park home run yesterday? Fun.
Oh, my goodness. Joe Mack,
Joe Mack, dude.
he barely survived the run.
Tangibles.
Barely survived the run.
That was great. I enjoyed the holy hell out of that yesterday. Hit that top part of the wall and just kept going. It was enjoyable. Here was the call yesterday on WQAM.
Next pitch to Mack. He drives that one high in the air, right center field. That's deep. McCarthy is back at the track. He leaps up. It kicks off the base of the wall, and it rolls into center. McCarthy picking it up now. Mack is at third. He's getting the runner out home. Tovar's throw to the plate is cut off. It's an inside the park home run. A pinch hit inside the Parker. A Mack attack. Joe Mack is all smiles as he tries to catch his breath. It's a 2-run game, 5-3 in the top of the 7th.
Wow.
It's crazy because he slid because he was exhausted.
Yeah.
He didn't slide because he needed to.
I'll tell you one thing, man. He's been very impressive as a rookie. Very impressive. I know the Marlins didn't get the win yesterday. It was Max Meyer's first loss of the season, and it's July, so it tells you what kind of year he's having. But Joe Mack's been very, very impressive, and the Fish will try and take 3 out of 4 today. They do have to deal with that illegal air with Colorado. I wonder what that's like with having to, like, do you think Clayton just like, hey boys, we know what it's like up there. Ball's gonna be rocking out of that ballpark. I mean, they put up 14 and 10 in the first 2 games of the series, so crazy. Elsewhere, we have the Miami Heat. They're going to start summer league play coming up this week in California. Leroy, I know you're excited.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Can't wait.
On Friday, 8 o'clock. Now, that's the California Classic. That's not your...
Nobody pays attention until they get to Vegas anyway.
Vegas is the real deal, but I am very interested. I'm going to be paying close attention to Ryan Conwell and seeing what he can bring to the table here under the tutelage of Wayne Ellington. We shall see. That'll be on ESPN, that game, 8 o'clock on Friday for those who want to partake in Heat Summer League.
Dude, what has happened to you?
I don't know, but it'd be nice if you retorted a little more to kind of help put some shots up. You know what I mean? You're kind of just like, oh, picking up his dribble.
I'm looking around.
Yeah, just like yesterday, Jaylen Brown was traded to the Philadelphia 76ers because Brad Stevens, he played himself.
I was reading Twitter, so bear with me. And somebody said, I think it was Tatum that wanted him out. He didn't want him showing them out.
Like, you can't rule out that Tatum was like a little like annoyed with the guy, right?
I mean, why?
I don't know. Teammates get egos. I mean, we're seeing Tyler Hero.
No lie.
Tyler Hero being a rat fink in the DMs about Bam Shaq and Kobe? Is it crazy to think that?
I have never. I mean, one of the first rules of sport, right, is this: your contract disputes or your contract disputes. We're not going to comment on that. But once you get into this room, leave your ego at the door. It's about winning. And all these conversations that we've talked about, Tyler Hero, Tatum and Jaylen Brown, right? That doesn't sound like any of them care about winning. All they care about is their feelings. Is that where we are in sports now? Because if I'm a fan, I'm borderline insulted that we had to get rid of one of our superstars because somebody's feelings got hurt.
Right.
That is like, that's crazy to me. And the fact that you wanted to get rid of one of them so bad that you had a trade for nothing. You made a trade for nothing.
Paul George and a bag of donuts.
A bag of old powdered donuts.
Crazy, man.
Like the nasty donuts. What's the nastiest donut?
Ooh. I mean, like an old stale powdered donut is not good.
Oh, it's like a dust
That's
bunny.
what it sounds like I'm talking like right now. Like
It's a dust bunny. You
you
can't get the dryness out of your mouth.
Yeah, that's what it feels like right now.
Right. I don't understand it. And I would say I've played with guys that I didn't like. Right? You got a bunch of guys in the same room from different backgrounds. Everybody's not gonna like everybody.
We have a DM update.
I got hacked.
From
That's the
Freaky
go-to
83.
line.
Well, Freaky 83 has posted.
Great handle, by the way.
By the way, Boston cream is the worst donut. I agree.
Yeah, I don't like Boston cream. I don't like Boston anything.
True.
You don't like clam chowder?
It's fine, but there's
Isn't
better.
that New England?
Yeah. Wink. I can't even do the wink thing.
Wink.
I like lobster bisque a lot better. But
It's good too.
Wonder Did It goes to Freaky 83 and says, "You lame as hell. You screenshotting now? Say no more, champ." He goes, Freaky 83 says, "Hating on Bam is lame as hell." People had to know, I had to change some of the language, had to know the real hero. It's okay. You lame. ASAB. Is that ASAB word? What that means? You fanned out, like we said from the beginning. And that's it. And then
I don't understand. And
Tyler Hero did delete the Giannis Bam graphic off of his Instagram page because I'm sure Bam texted him like, "Hey man."
What's crazy to me is that most arguments with athletes are about people talking about how good or bad they are, right? And this isn't even about talent, which is amazing to me. And I don't understand how, and I guess it's just being unaware that when you're talented and are unavailable, that's more frustrating than if you were just bad. Because you keep trying to get that talent available. And you go on 2-3 years trying to get that talent available till you just get mad that it's never available.
Tyler Hero may have deleted the Instagram post, but
you can't.
Damage is done.
We'll take a break. More to come. Back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program as your Marlins will be back in action this afternoon, 3:10. Clayton McCullough going to swing by the show, and we'll talk to him in about 10 minutes or so before he has to see if this Fish can win 3 out of 4. Road trip's been off to a great start so far. They win a series in St. Louis. And the Marlins right now, after that just incredible June, well, I mean, what can you say about it? It's been fantastic. Sitting 5.5 back in the NL East. And though they dropped yesterday, have been just absolutely smoking fools right now, sitting in one of the right there in one of the wild card spots, Leroy, right neck and neck with St. Louis for that last spot. So, been a very impressive run for the Fish.
It has. They won 20 games last month.
Yes, they did.
Which was incredible. And think about this: before the month started, I think they were 8 games below 500.
What a turnaround!
Yeah, I mean, and it's like in the beginning of the season, we were talking about a lot of good things happening, but it wasn't happening together, right? And it almost started when Yuri got hurt. And we start losing pitchers,
right?
And it seemed like things start coming together then, which was crazy.
It really showed a lot about just the makeup of the team because they faced adversity, and that's when it really clicked for them.
Right.
So we'll talk to Skip about it coming up right before the game today. So looking forward to that. Shmita says Tobin's voice will magically be fixed. No internet. This is not interview shirts. It's we're supposed to have them on live. So no, Shmita, I'll be very vulnerable with my frog voice.
Yeah, I'll load up some questions.
You go, boy.
Yeah, thanks, Leroy. Thanks for coming along for the interview.
Come on, man. Stop. I ask questions.
It's not what you're talking about, but
I think the most impressive thing is how young they are and how those guys are producing.
Apologize for the ASMR.
Is that tea?
Yeah, tea sucks, man.
What kind of tea?
Which one are you drinking now?
I don't know. I just grabbed whatever we had up there.
Probably if you lemon ginger, maybe.
I think it's green. I think it was green tea.
It's not gonna do anything, man.
You know, some tea has caffeine in it, and it'll make it worse.
Green tea, I think, does have caffeine. I'm pretty sure it has caffeine.
Yeah.
That's all right. Caffeine's not gonna mess with me. It's I'm telling you, like back in the day, announcers would drink whiskey. That was better.
So I actually did that yesterday.
I don't think we have any whiskey here, do we?
Oh no, go check. What is it? Thursday?
Here.
Oh, go look over by Tyler and those.
No,
guys.
there is a bar downstairs.
There is a bar downstairs.
That is true. We do
They
have
honey. You can put honey in it and lemon.
And make a hot toddy.
That's what I did yesterday.
Dolphin Kane says Tobin sounds like he swallowed a baby puffer fish.
Did you accidentally swallow a fish?
No.
That was something that happened.
It was the Barracuda guys.
Dude.
Barracuda.
They did it.
How big were they?
You got the
They were
Barracuda.
big, dude.
cooties.
They're pretty big.
Yeah, they were
And
they were
silver.
Especially in the Keys.
Yeah, they were big ones. And all I could think was, I'm not going down like this. Not for Leroy to make fun of me.
You'll be fine. It's
Well,
totally
if they were attracted to facial hair, you're safe.
What are you talking about, dude? I just shit. Look at this.
They're very invasive creatures for sure.
They are?
Yeah, but it's no surprise that that's like the first fish you saw either, because that's usually how it goes.
Yeah, they're always kind of.
What do they eat? Because they got them
Oh,
ugly
bigger.
teeth, right?
Anything.
They're carnivores.
They eat anything.
Yeah, they're like predators, but like you said, they do like shiny things.
Mhm.
So you got to be head on a swivel. Head on a swivel, dude.
Tobin, I think that's what I would do with you. I go lobstering.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
No, you would not.
I love lobster. There's only one thing that get me in that water: food.
It's incredible.
To get like what's the limit? 6 lobsters? To come home with 6 lobsters for $30, I'm in.
Yeah, but you don't know how to use a tickle stick, dude.
I just grab one.
Do you want my dad to go with you to help
You
you?
just grab a lobster. They're just down there.
I don't think it's that simple.
What
Date South.
How fast can they run underwater?
I don't know. Well, I think they can swim.
Their world.
You know,
I think
it'd be amazing.
Their world.
Lobsters use their.
Wait, I'd probably go to
How
reach
fast
for
can
one.
they swim?
I'd go to reach for one, and then it'll catch me with a claw, and I'll be like, I'm out.
Yeah, pretty much.
You got to watch out for that. And then I think they could use their little like tail as a flipper to swim.
That's the good part.
No, I understand, but it's still like it's their world.
You're not catching buttered and baked lobster down there.
Leroy-
Like, they are living and breathing creatures.
Leroy is invincible, guys, to
lobster
any
roll.
animal.
He definitely thinks like he's going to Candyland of seafood.
No, literally, he thinks he's going to Red Lobster and picking one out of the tank. It's not how it works.
Do I have to put the little things on their claws when I catch them?
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, the rubber bands.
And I'm not catching no little ones. I only want monsters.
The
Okay, well, that's depending where you go, dude. I don't know what to tell you.
Can you get monsters in the Keys?
Sure.
All right. Well, let's try and get through this read, and then we'll get to the skipper. The world's biggest soccer tournament continues, and you can trade the entire tournament on Kalshi. Right now, the percentage of me getting through this show, not great, especially with the voice right now. But today, if you guys want to bet on a little action on the pitch, you got Spain and Austria. If you think Spain can be up big at halftime, be up by more than a goal and a half, that's currently trading at 25%. So a $100 trade pays out at $365. You could also want to get a little baseball action. Miami trading at 55% today to beat Colorado. Check that on out. On Kalshi, you're trading against your peers in a live market, meaning there's no house. The probability changes, so you can buy in and out of your position for a limited time. Download the Kalshi app. Use the code Tobin to get $10 when you trade 10. Right now, I wish my code would fix my voice, but it doesn't. But you can.
Why do you guys? They said, wait, Florida lobsters don't have claws?
Okay. KALSHI Kalshi. Trade the beautiful game. 18 plus only. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. Event contract trading involves risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Prices, values, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. For more information, see kalshi.com/regulatory. Clayton McCullough scheduled to join us next. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Very excited. We got Marlins baseball today as the Fish will try and close out their series with a win over the Colorado Rockies. Fish are red hot right now as they're back at it today at 3:10, and you can hear that on AM 560 today. And we got the skipper, Marlins manager Clayton McCullough, joining us here on the program. Skip, how's it going, man? How are you?
Doing wonderful. Good to see everyone again.
It's great to have you here. You guys are playing a lot better than my voice right now, so it's great to have you. How exciting was that Joe Mack inside the park home run yesterday? Because it hits that spot. At what point do you think he's got a chance to make it all the way?
Yeah, I mean, Colorado is quirky and huge outfield. And when it kicked and was rolling towards center, when Joe got around second base, now still think that maybe there's a chance here. And I'm thinking this guy, I mean, he's gotten warmed up enough to take swings, but I don't know how much his legs are. So this is a long run off the bench, and then he got close to third and saw Blake Lally, our third base coach, sending him, and he made it fairly easily for said the first time in his life that he's had an inside the park home run. So it was a cool moment.
He slid out of exhaustion, right?
Yeah, exactly. It was more of a fall, and like I finally reached home, so let me just fall over the plate.
Clayton, this has to be like when the season started, and you saw guys doing a lot of things, a lot of good things, but never like together. Like the pitching wasn't with the hitting wasn't timely. And then it almost seemed like when guys got banged up pitching, everything just picked up. Like, how do you explain, like, when one of the strengths of your team kind of is getting banged up, everybody else just seemed to pick it up?
Yeah, Leroy, I think it's like a testament to our players and our coaching staff that, I mean, every major league season, there's going to be a bit of adversity, and usually multiple times during a year. Players are going to get injured, unfortunately. Performance can waver. And our group, we were not playing very well. And I think we all realized that we were better than we had performed. And sometimes through moments in a year like that, few guys go down, is when the group comes together and, it's like make a choice, make a decision. Do we want this year to continue this way, or realize that no matter what has happened, that we have plenty of talent in this room to go out and win? And I think in some ways that bit of adversity we hit was a real kind of rallying point for our group. And certainly our pitching in the month of June led the way. I think with, and we looked at games. Well, maybe we have to look a little creatively how we're going to get through some games and run bullpen games and, use openers. And I think our unselfishness from the players allowed that to happen. That, okay, whatever we need to try to do to win games is what matters. And then certainly they went out and performed.
And winning has to breed winning, right? Like once you get that taste of success, now guys go out. It almost seems like, we go out there, we expect to win. We expect to get timely hits. We expect our pitching to be good. And even if you don't have it that night, expecting it on a nightly basis means that you have a chance to win.
Yeah, we do. I mean, you catch. I mean, momentum's a real thing. I don't know how to quantify it, but certainly that it was a next man up mentality, and you start to roll off some wins. You start to win some series. You come through in some big moments, and then you get contributions from so many places, which it takes. All 26 on a given day have a chance to contribute to a win, and the vibes start to change a little bit. You do sense it, and I think a lot of what's happened has brought our group incredibly closer together, and a real team right now.
Well, is there a sense of like confidence from guys? Because you guys have beaten some of the best teams, people would think the best teams in the league this year. But when do you, I guess, see your team have a swagger and a confidence that they could beat anybody? Is it different from your teams to maybe championship teams that you've been part of before? Like, is there an X factor to that as far as it's concerned, Clayton?
I think that we've run up against some incredible arms this year. We went out to LA and faced Ohtani, Yamamoto, Glasnow. We faced Mizorowski. Certainly when we play the Phillies, we see Luzardo and Sanchez, Wheeler with regularity, Chris Sale. So I think it's as much every night in a major league game. I mean, it's hard to win. And I think our group has certainly drawn on a lot of the experiences there. And there's a real belief within our clubhouse that it doesn't matter who's out there. We have to find a way to go try to win. And we've proven to ourselves that we can go up against any team in this league. And, usually those days when you're facing high quality arms on the other side requires your pitching to do their part. And we've certainly been able to do that on a number of occasions this year. And so I think, again, you get put in these positions over and over, and then, guys start to really believe in what's required to win.
I've always wondered this because I've played in Denver, and like it almost seems at times you can't breathe. There's no air, and you kind of have to really concentrate on breathing, which is odd for an athlete. But how does the air affect pitching? Because it just seems like the batting averages are better. The ball doesn't move as much. Is that a real thing? Because it seemed like it, the last couple of nights with all the runs being scored.
Yeah, it's a real thing. And having come here as a visitor a number of occasions,
right.
have seen, the dimensions, the outfield it's so expansive. So there's a lot of hits that happen here. The ball carries more, and on the pitching side, and pitches don't react the same. Your fastball is not going to have the same type of carry, and the breaking balls don't have usually the same amount of break as normal. So you're going out there with what you feel like is your normal stuff, and you're throwing it the same, and it's just not reacting the same. And what gets you here is walking people. You put extra people on base, you run into real problems, and because there's going to be hits, there's going to be
right.
A lot of hits that happen. Innings can start that seem very harmless. All of a sudden, there's multiple guys on. There's runners have scored, so it can happen quickly here. But there's definitely the environment plays a big factor, and on the physical side of that, it's harder to sleep here. You just don't sleep the same. 4 days, we have a 4-day series here, guys. It's a lot different than 3, just on how your body is, and the recovery is not the same. So it's definitely something you have to be aware of when you come in here. But also it's part of playing in Coors, and it's probably the most unique environment in our league.
Do you approach when you have the meeting with the pitchers, or how are we going to attack players? Do you kind of approach it and kind of have a game plan of the things you just talked about, and explain to them that don't try too hard to move the ball a lot, but make sure they're swinging at it. Make sure you're giving yourself a chance to strike them out and make a miss, versus trying to catch a corner or a sweeper that's not sweeping.
Yeah, Daniel Moskos, our pitching coach and company, at least a number of our guys have played here before, and Daniel's been here a lot as well. So, look, and the good part about it is our pitchers, we've given them a lot of different pitches. So it's like the harder, shorter breaking balls play a little better here. So maybe, hey, we're going to lean more on those, during this particular series. And at the end of the day, you're going to give up some runs, or you're going to make a good pitch that ends up in the seats at 95 miles an hour. That's typically an out, but here it's a home run, and you have to just kind of, in some ways, you have to move on quick here. And if you pitch away from contact because you're worried about what may happen, it just makes things worse here. So
right.
Go fill it up, take your chances, and understand that sometimes these games are very much a back and forth affair, and limiting damage is usually the deciding factor in games here.
Clay, what kind of a weapon is Joe Mack behind the plate? Just the amount of guys he can throw out, it's so impressive. What does that do for you as a coach?
Yeah, Joe has made a real impact on our team since his arrival. And in the defense, we knew Joe had a chance to be a terrific defender. And you never know how a young player is going to react and handle themselves when they first come to the major leagues, especially as a difficult position as the catching one is. But Joe came in incredibly confident in his abilities, and have seen him play with a real swagger, and him throwing runners out. It is teams have to think a little bit differently now, and how much of a chance do we want to take? He's picked some runners off, so from that end, it's allowed our pitchers probably to have a little bit more of their attention and focus on just getting the hitter out. And he receives well, he blocks, he throws. So it's not a coincidence that our improvement overall has really uptick since Joe has gotten here with what he's done behind the plate.
Have you ever had to give a speech to your clubhouse and you lost your voice?
What? I've had a number. I don't maybe talk as much as you guys, but twice a day, every day with the media. I've had a few days where I've gone out there with the gravelly voice, and I have to try to kind of get through it.
Man, I don't know what the hell's happened over the last 2 hours, Clayton. It just went. It was gone. I don't know.
Yeah.
Before we get
just like Bob.
yeah, this is out. Before we get you out of here, though, Otto Lopez, this guy, incredible season. Be a crime if he wasn't an all-star. Did you expect like this kind of a year from him to see what he was doing at the end of last year and rolling into now? Because you just marvel at it. It seems like every time he's up there, it's like he could do damage. He could do whatever he wants. He's that kind of comfortable.
Yeah, Otto's been phenomenal, and you mentioned it. Certainly an all-star worthy first half, and he deserves to be in Philadelphia. And I'll say this: I expected Otto, for me, coming into the season, that he was probably one offensive player I felt had the best chance to take a real step forward. And did I see him leading the league and hitting 340 this late in the year? That I didn't predict, but felt like this guy was on the cusp of really blossoming and turning into a household name around the league. He's always played terrific defense. He runs the bases. He makes a lot of contact. He's stronger than he looks, so he has the ability to hit gaps. And when you can run and hit the ball to all fields, you have a chance to, I think, be a really special offensive player. And he's certainly done that. So not surprised that Otto has taken a step in his development and gotten better. But to go this long into a season and perform at that level, I mean, it's a special year.
Well, Clayton, we appreciate you stopping by. Thanks so much. Good luck today, and keep rolling, man. You guys are kicking ass right now.
Yeah, appreciate that, and thanks for having me on.
All right.
Appreciate you. You are the worst, Leroy. I mean, you left me hanging out to dry.
No, I didn't.
What a rat bastard!
Wait a minute.
Dying here.
I asked 1,000 questions and you started jumping in.
Last three.
Wait a minute. Brittany, Jennifer, I asked a bunch of questions and he was trying to jump in. So I let him jump in and he says, I'm leaving him hanging.
You could have done better. You could have done better, buddy.
What?
Done better.
Leroy, you tapping out like he was
literally tapping out.
No, but you don't understand. He started to ask a question, so I stopped. That's what happened. It wasn't I just stopped asking questions.
This guy's ridiculous. It's unbelievable.
Oh my goodness.
Unbelievable.
Dude. Now you're being, you know what?
For deflecting.
You're Tatum. You're being Tatum.
Oh,
You're being Tatum. Been here all week. You've been out. I've been leading the team to the 2 seed. Leading the team to the 2 seed, and now you're bitter towards me.
You basically called Frog Boy Pritchard.
Wow.
You said he was Pritchard. You're like, I don't
laughing at and turning on everyone.
I'm not turning on anybody.
I think you did.
So wait a minute. Did I not ask enough questions? I had more questions.
You had no more questions.
Yes, I did.
I know the look.
No, I did have more questions.
Which one?
Huh? I was going to bring up Otto Lopez.
Oh.
Here's what I was going to bring up. I was going to ask him, now that you guys are, 5 games over 500, like, do you think more guys have a chance of making an all-star team? Because when we were talking about Otto Lopez, you guys were below 500, and we were like he might be the only one that makes it. But now that they're actually winning and have a winning record, does it give more guys an opportunity to go? That was a question. I had it locked and loaded.
You definitely didn't.
I did.
Well, if it was locked, it got unlocked and went somewhere.
I cannot believe you guys are throwing me under the bus like this. This is garbage.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
He asked one thing of you. One thing.
I asked the but hold on. Normally in baseball, he's biting.
You should have heard
chomping at the bit.
At the Joe Mack question, you should have realized I need to take more shots. And you let me go right into the Otto Lopez question.
Yeah, it was bad. I'm gonna clip it.
Oh my goodness. I cannot believe you.
Tobin, I'm so sorry. Like you don't deserve
Wow!
it.
No,
what?
You would have helped you out.
It's being a real Kenzie right now.
It's gonna show up on movie night.
Hey, you know what's crazy?
We need a movie night.
I don't know who the hell that is, so it don't matter.
We need a movie night.
She's the most hated Islander.
Really?
Yeah,
it's a she, right?
Yeah.
Okay. She's just out there. She's just out there causing trouble.
All right. We'll take a break and then we'll come back and wrap things up on the other side. All right. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. Thanks again to Clayton McCullough for joining the program, and apologize to him for having to listen to me. But not as much as I'm owed an apology from Leroy, because Schmid is right when he says Leroy saw Tobin drowning and threw him a cement block.
Oh my gosh. That's not true.
Tobin was in a house fire and Leroy walked by sipping lemonade.
Would have been better if you said I was sipping tea.
Yeah.
You're only making yourself laugh right now.
By the way, T does nothing. Did nothing. It actually made it worse. this
We
hour.
told you you're drinking the wrong one.
You know what? You guys always make excuses for tea, and maybe it just sucks. Doesn't do anything.
Wow. You know what? I'm here trying to be helpful to you. Obviously, I can't be there to find it for you, but I'm telling you, it
No.
works. You just need a specific one.
It's a terrible product. It's a terrible product.
First of all, it's tea in combination with the honey and the lemon.
Absolutely.
The honey is what coats your throat and gets that raspiness going.
No.
I'm telling you.
Winnie the Pooh had a high-pitched voice, all right? So he was eating honey. Nobody knew that it made his voice sound different.
Do not compare this to a cartoon.
Why
so
not?
You're saying you're Winnie the Pooh?
No.
I know. Whiskey, lemon, and honey.
My voice is Winnie the Through right now. Nothing left.
By the way, Leroy, you didn't know who Kenzie was, so I went and took liberties, and I
Oh my God.
I came with graphics.
She looks like Goldie Hawn on crack.
She literally was. Yep.
What is she doing?
Kenzie.
She always does splits for whatever reason.
For anything.
For anything.
She's mad. She was actually very mad in that scene.
So
and she did
what?
split.
She was mad with the eyes?
Don't
No,
know. She might have been
just-
horny there.
Oh my goodness. I hope that's hey, let me tell you something. If that's her normal happy face, yikes.
Yeah.
That would terrify me. I
We're
would
gonna,
ask her what's wrong.
We're gonna see today because the chickens come to roost today on movie
So
night.
what
part
happens
2.
now? What happens today?
Well, basically, we're gonna see her. A movie night is when you have to account for all your sins, and we're gonna basically see her leapfrogging from dude to dude. Because I think she's
and
hanging out with.
so the only people that know are the two dudes.
I mean, people know, but it's different when you see it happen and what people say.
When you're
Right.
being sneaky about it, basically.
I mean, how can she sneak up on anything? Like you trying too hard to, like she's trying too hard to be happy. Look at that. Oh my
That's
God.
just her natural face.
Yeah.
No,
That's
it's
her
so-
natural face.
Her
She
natural-
got those Britneys going on too.
Crazy eyes.
You got the what?
The Britneys.
Like,
She got them two big uppers.
Me.
Yeah, the Britneys.
oh.
Sorry. See what I mean about teammates?
Here I thought that he was talking about
Minus one.
2007 Brittany.
So
No.
minus.
Yeah.
That's why no one got your joke because it wasn't funny.
Wow. Wow.
Dave Sav says she'll cut you in your sleep. Yep.
I know.
Yeah, we'll see.
We've heard Brittany is an ass kicker.
You think Clayton McCullough's ever coming on the show again?
Yeah.
It'll
Oh,
be
I
fun.
think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I mean, I've
He
had.
won't talk to Leroy. He'll talk to you.
Why would he talk to Leroy? Leroy's got no question.
You guys done? You guys done?
Maybe.
Is that all?
Leroy.
Now I want to go blow some stuff up. So now I'm going to get some fireworks. I
Yeah.
ain't got nobody to firework with.
What
I'm
do you?
sorry,
Oh,
Yeah.
Frog Boy. He lives
No,
close by.
like, I got to help him cook ribs.
Yeah. He's always looking for
Like,
other
it's-
favors.
I
Go and show
gave
up
him
with
like
a bottle
the
of mayonnaise from Walgreens or something.
I got him the first part, like just explaining that. It was like, dude, the membrane, dude. Like you'll see it.
Stop saying it.
Why?
I just don't like the word.
Does sound a little
You have
weird.
membranes. You got them over your shoulder
I don't
and
think
over
that
your
makes
hip.
it better. I don't think what you just said made him feel better.
Yeah, well, I just don't like it. Just stop it.
Really?
It's like the word.
Some of the
moist.
things come out of your pie hole, and you're telling me to stop saying that.
Right now, it's a dry hole.
Oh no, this is not going to be well. Please stop talking.
Got to make it weird. Can I just say this?
Out of context, that's just not it.
So bad.
Everybody be safe out there. Right? I know this is like the Super Bowl for the rednecks. But be careful. Don't try crazy stuff with the fireworks. Be safe with the fireworks. Did I miss something?
Mm-hmm.
Put it back up.
No.
No! No! I'm gonna cut him saying memory. I'm just gonna keep playing it over and over again for you. Stop it!
I'm gonna cry.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Listen, the important thing is today, Marlins beat the Rockies. America.
Take 3 out of 4.
We were wronged. They stole a player from us. Belgium, you can go to hell. Bill Zito, you better not be wrong about this Sergei Bobrovsky thing.
And the waffles, yeah.
No waffles. No Smurfs. No saxophone. Didn't know that was invented by a Belgian.
A saxophone?
Yep. Also, the singers of Pump Up the Jam. Belgian.
No. What's the name of that group? Can't think of the name.
The Waffles.
The waffles.
They're from Belgium?
Yep.
So, man, I thought they were tangibles. That's a big no.
And the Smurfs can go to hell too.
Come on.
Yep.
You can also could still be from Belgium and not intangible.
That was in Belgium?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Of course they do.
Oh, yeah.
They have them everywhere.
Wow.
Well, not everywhere.
Not everywhere.
Not everywhere.
Show me a black Swedish person.
No, that's not true. One of
Norway.
Pella's.
How about Norway?
I don't know about that one.
How about Finland?
About that one.
No.
How
Finland, I
about
feel-
Finland?
No.
Right? I've seen black Germans, black Russian, besides the drink.
Just go look this up. Go look
I
at
don't know.
soccer teams. You'll find out.
Google. Just go Google.
No, where they can
Pretty
play.
sure when I saw
where-
Belgium play yesterday, they're one of the guys that made the free kick was a tangible.
She didn't play.
I was trying to make sure
She didn't
sometimes it gets me.
like the awkwardness of not trying to be awkward was awkward, right?
Hold on.
You just
Trying to
you could
remain
just
respectful.
you could just do like Tobin. When I get him, he goes, nope, absolutely not.
Just like the interview.
Well, that's our show today, everybody.
Be safe.
Have a great rest of your day. And we'll talk to you rascals on Monday. Clay, just the tonight, Marlins. Wow. Must be over 21. And I thought, whoa, excuse me.
I'll see y'all when I see y'all.
I'm Ultima.